Hey guys.
What's up?
What's up,
Hey,
baby?
everybody.
Do you guys have any questions? You good to go? You're all so freaking serious. Oh my God.
I am so
Ex-
ner I'm genuinely really
I
nervous.
can't wait. I can't because I got to be honest that I don't know what's going to be played. I have no idea.
I said the same thing to Lynn. I was like, I can't figure out which way it's going to go.
I'll tell you this much. For the first time in 5 seasons of Hallmark Movie Drafts, my personal top 10 list matches exactly one of the panelists,
Oh my God.
No
Wow.
way.
In the
including the
same order?
ranking in the same order. And I don't know if that's a
Wow.
good thing or a bad thing for the players. If you guys are ready, let's
Let's
do
do
this.
it.
Here we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Hallmark Movie Drafts, the podcast where guest panelists are all Hallmark movie enthusiasts who come together to debate, rank, and draft definitive top 10 lists of Hallmark movies. Today, we're drafting the rom-com filmography of fan favorite Brittany Bristow. She's one of the most underrated rom-com leads out there, consistently good, incredibly natural, and basically chemistry proof, which is really impressive considering how often she's paired with Marcus Rosner. And we're not just talking Hallmark tonight. This eligibility list of 20 movies includes her rom-com work across Hallmark, Up TV, and Lifetime channels specifically. You can see the list of eligible movies for all of our drafts on our letterboxd at Hallmark Drafts. And it includes her leading roles and supporting roles, which means this is a deeper draft than you might think. I'm Lynn Austin, your host, and joining me today as co-host is someone who hasn't been on HMD since 2024, and now she finds herself, oh gosh, not only hosting with me for this show, but she'll be back again this month. Let's be honest, you're going to be back in like 8 days to be on the drafting panel for the Tracy Andreen draft. Lisa Ferreone, it's so great to see you.
Hi, Lynn. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. So, Lisa, as you know, I schedule the draft topics and put them together at least a year in advance, sometimes 2 years in advance. This
Yep.
one came together sort of out of the blue. Why don't you tell everybody why we're here and how this happened?
Well, I'm trying to remember the exact circumstances, but I know at Christmas Con in New Jersey, Brittany was there and Dustin came along this year. And he was spending a lot of time at the Deck the Hallmark booth where I was also hanging out. And we were talking about different things. And I think somehow either the podcast got brought up or we were talking, it might have started with the disc list and then it went into this podcast. And he was just like, well, what do I have to do to get on it? And he had all these different ideas. Luckily, this was probably the best idea out of all of them. I believe there was like the best kisses was one he wanted to do. He had a couple of different ideas, but I told him, well, Lynn will be at the dinner and we'll have to tell her. And I think that was kind of how it started.
Yeah, I think you're pretty close in that. Dustin actually mentioned to me when we were at Bramble Fest and I
Um,
was helping Britt throughout the meet and greets, and he mentioned something similar. He did include that, yeah, maybe we can even rate our kisses with Marcus standing not even 10 feet away
Yeah.
doing another meet and greet. So he's either really bold and brave, this is might be the best thing for his marriage, or he might be sleeping on the couch tonight. You never know. It could go either way. All right. Well, you're going to do the trivia round. You're going to help me throughout the show. You and I compete in the side hustle to see if our personal lists do anything at all with the final
right.
list. So just sit back for a couple of minutes and we'll introduce the panelists and then we'll jump right into the game. Okay.
Will do.
All right. So first up, someone making her sixth appearance as a drafter. She literally just drafted in last month's Cousin Mashup. That was Tyler Hines versus Andrew Walker. But she was right there in New Jersey when all of this went down. So of course they said, "Oh yeah, you're doing this too." She is the only player in 5 seasons of HMD to have gotten all 10 of her movies onto the final top 10 list. Other people have come close. Nobody else has done it. But despite all of that success, Jen Bliss, you've never made it into the final round of the HMD Tournament of Champions. What gives?
That's not true.
The final round.
Oh, the final round. I was like, wait, I thought you were saying I didn't make it into the round. I won that one with my top with the 10. That because that thing stresses me out. That's why. I panic when I get to like those questions.
What, you can't name all Andrew Walker movies in 1 minute
No.
or less?
I think I thought of like 2 and I should have been able to come up with 30. I know
So
that because I just watched 50 of them last month.
you're doing the Lord's work, as we say. So you've got a lot of Hallmark going on. So Jen, how hard was it for you to put together your list this time?
This one was challenging because it's the first one I've done that the actor wasn't the main in all of them. And so I found it difficult to decide which ones I was going to include.
I can't wait to see what you came up with. How are you feeling tonight?
Great. I apologize if I am coughing. I have my multiple things: tea, cough drops, water. I'll
You're
try
a
to mute
trooper.
myself.
You're a trooper. We're just so glad you're here. Good luck tonight. Good luck in the trivia round, because I'm not allowing any extra vetoes to come in, anything that you guys have carried over from a previous round, because it's not really fair to Dustin. So whatever position you end up with, that's the vetoes that you'll get for the game, okay? All right. Next up, he is the 2023 Hallmark Movie Drafts Tournament of Champions winner. He finished second in the 2025 tournament just a couple of months ago. We love his hot takes, his honesty, and his sensitive side, because sometimes when he searches his soul, he does actually find something. It's true. It's true. He always brings his A game. He's the host of several Bramble Jam Network podcasts, including, of course, the much-loved Deck the Hallmark podcast, It Can Only Be, Daniel Thompson. Hey, Dan, welcome back for the 8th time.
The 8th time. And then here in a week or so, we're going to make it 9. Is that how I understand that? That's what my calendar says? Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm thrilled to be here. You kidding me? I love to draft. I love to list.
You do love to list. I'm so glad that you're doing this one tonight. I'm glad that you were able to fit it in, because you're doing everything everywhere, all the things. In addition to the podcasts you do for Bramble Jam, you co-host Who, What, When, the pop culture history show on South Carolina Public Radio, and then shout out Public Radio. And then this time last year, you launched your deconstruction podcast, Breakfast in Hell, which I've learned so much on in those personal faith journeys.
Oh,
But Dan, it's
fantastic.
been like a couple of months. What's going on? Are we going to get a season
So
2?
season 1 launched. You're right. Season 1 launched, I believe, April 14th-ish. And season 2 should hopefully launch right around the same time. We had a little bit, I've got a bunch of them recorded, but we got a little bit of a production delay with, I don't do any, the delay is I don't do the producing. And so the guy who's going to produce season 2 for me just had a baby. And so we're giving him a few weeks, and then hopefully we'll have our first one out here in a week or two. But I'm excited to put more out, and I'll tease this just for you guys. It may not be the only spiritual adjacent podcast you'll be hearing from me on this year as a regular.
Oh,
That's just for you guys. This is for nobody else. It's just for you guys. And it's something I'm also very, very excited about. But that would not mean the conclusion of Breakfast in Hell, but there's been another opportunity that I think is going to work out. And so you might be hearing me talk more about my faith now that I've left it than you did when I didn't, if that makes sense. So yeah, there's your tease for the evening.
that sounds great. So it's going to be like a faith-based One Calls the Heart.
Um, I would say I hope not. I hope that it's not that, because that would suck. Because I don't know if you know this, Lynn. When Calls the Heart is a faith-based When Calls the Heart. It is a show mired in the spirituality that I run from like my pants are on fire. So, with all that being said, I think it will be a little bit funny and a little bit fun, and possibly also endearing as well.
Clearly, I've never seen an episode of One Calls the Heart. Clearly. All right. Well, since you gave us that teaser, is there any kind of teaser you can give us for Bramblefest this year? I mean, do you have to be a double-decker to get a ticket? Or?
So double deckers obviously get the best tickets, but tomorrow, when we're recording this, so April 2nd, we'll release tickets to the general public. So if you're listening, head on over and see if you can find a ticket still, deckthehallmark.com/fest. And we've got some fun things planned. The fest is longer this year, more content, more podcasts that don't include me, which is always great, always a win. It's going to have something for literally everybody, which I think is going to be a blast. And it's always our favorite. It's my favorite professional 3 days of the year, without question, bar none. If you've never come, please try to make it down. It's like the family reunion you didn't know you needed or needed to be a part of. So you should check it out.
No, perfectly said. We're all excited, so great. All right, you sit back. Good luck tonight. Good luck in the trivia round.
Thank you.
You might need it. And finally,
Yeah.
and finally, our third panelist is making his Hallmark Movie Drafts debut. He is the reason we're all here tonight, risking it all, marital harmony, future casting invites, basically everything to publicly rank his own wife's rom-com career, which is either very brave or very dangerous. And he insisted that I introduce him as Brittany Bristow's trophy husband. And honestly, I checked and it tracks. It totally tracks. Seriously, he's creative and talented in his own right. It's so lovely to see you again. Welcome to Hallmark Movie Drafts, Dustin Keating.
Oh, I've said it before and I'll say it again, and I mean it every time. It's an honor just to be nominated. I think Dan knew exactly where I was going with that. I stand on the shoulders of giants amongst these revered HMD winners. I still haven't figured out why this is risky in regards to ranking my wife's movies. So I'm excited to find out.
The first time you veto one, I think you'll probably figure that out.
That's true. That's
And then
true. There's no replacement for displacement.
That's right. You're going to be like, no, I kind of hate that one, Dan. And then Britt's going to be like, you what?
It's true.
That's true. That's very true. I'm very excited to feel all those emotions, just like you, the true Hallmark viewer, and also as a husband who is in too deep. And there's only one way to it, and that's through it.
I think it's great. You know, when you first suggested this at Bramblefest last year to me, I honestly thought you were kidding, so I never followed up. But when I got to New Jersey for the dinner, I didn't go to Christmas Con. Jen went over to the arena and all of a sudden my phone starts blowing up. Like, Dustin's here. He really wants to draft Brittany's movie. I'm like, the man's insane. This is so not a good idea. But yeah, here we are.
I still don't see why anybody wouldn't want to do. I still really want to do this. I wanted to do it back then. Again, maybe I'll change my tune at the end of this podcast. But for now, I'm genuinely just excited. Significantly more nervous now that we've put that out in the open.
Yeah,
Well,
I love it.
I think it's great. Just remember, as the match goes on, you brought this on yourself, Dustin. Okay.
That's true. Careful.
All
I am
right.
careful what I'm wishing for.
Well, before we get to the trivia round, in all seriousness, you tell us something about Brittany as an actress that maybe Hallmark fans don't even realize.
Yeah, you're right. I regret this immediately. Something about my wife that people don't realize. This is a bit of like Uno reverse, but when I first met her and then gradually got to know her and then we went on our first date, and the rest is history. I became more and more aware of the fact that she is actually a character in a Hallmark movie. That really is my wife in a lot of ways. She is hopeful, she is kind, she is from a small town. Actually, she's not. It's the one trope that isn't true. I'm the one from the small town, but nevertheless, in fact, it's actually true that one of the movies on my list is the one that she and I both agree she resembles the most. And yeah, like I said, I know this is a bit of a cop-out, but Brittany is actually a lot like the characters in the movies.
She gives that vibe. She's very authentic. She's just very natural. She was really wonderful at Bramblefest. So friendly, so giving, so generous with her time. So I totally get it. So there's Brittany. What about you? Are you competitive? I mean, I've seen your boxing profile.
That's actually a perfect corollary for how I would define myself as competitive, because I would say, no, I'm not generally very competitive. And by that, I mean, I think you can define yourself as competitive or not competitive, depending on if you care if you lose. And I don't really care if I lose very often. It doesn't bother me. But in some instances of my life, I'm afraid if I lose, boxing being a good example. They say you either fight angry or scared. I fought scared every single fight. I think that's how I feel now, as I just said earlier. I would not define myself as overly competitive. I do think, however, because the stakes are perhaps higher than I originally anticipated, that maybe I am going to be a little bit more competitive in this particular showcase.
I don't think you have anything to worry about. I designed Hallmark movie drafts to crush dreams and ruin relationships. So I think you're in a good space.
That's good. Yeah, that's very good.
Are you drafting as a husband tonight, as a writer, or as a strategist trying to survive this episode and maybe even win?
All of the above and a fourth option, which is my only strength. In preparing for this, I realized I don't stand a chance against the inimitable Jen Bliss and the infamous Dan Thompson. So I need to play to my strengths and to who I am, which is somebody who, on occasion, not all of her film catalog, but a lot of it, has experienced it as a +1. So that's how I'm coming into this as, what's a non-pejorative way to describe a +1? I don't know. I'm a bridesmaid.
Trophy husband.
Trophy husband. Thank you.
Those were your words, not mine. All right.
That's right.
I think we're ready. You seem like you're ready to do this, so we'll just get started here. Let's shift into gameplay mode. If this is your first time listening, you can pause here and check out the Hallmark Movie Drafts intro show where I explain the rules, the format, the vetoes in more detail, or just, hang in there with us and you'll probably pick it up. Eligibility for this match, it's Brit's filmography specifically for Hallmark lead and supporting roles, and for her lead roles only for Up TV and Lifetime Channel rom-com movies. It doesn't include any feature films, TV dramas, or rom-com movies from other channels. Britt has a long filmography on IMDb, so we've narrowed it down to the 20 core focused on rom-coms. You can see the list on Letterboxd at Hallmark Drafts. You'll find that link and all the links to our socials, including Instagram, our YouTube channel, in the show notes, so follow them all and share them all. Let's talk drafting positions for this match. There are 3 of them. Drafter C picks positions 10, 7, and 3. They get 1 veto card and 1 veto override. Drafter B picks positions 9, 6, 4, and 2. They get only 1 veto because they get more picks than anybody else. And hopefully that gives them more opportunities to get their movie picks onto the final list and score some points. And drafter A picks positions 8, 5, and 1. They get 1 veto and a bonus veto, so they basically get 2 vetoes and they pick the number 1 position. So how do we determine who gets to be drafter A, B, or C? That's where Lisa Ferreone comes in with her trivia questions. The first player to answer a question correctly gets to choose from among A, B, and C, and the second person to answer a question gets to choose from whatever's left over. Just keep in mind, if you win the trivia round, you are first up in the veto order for every round. So winning trivia can be a blessing and a curse, kind of like being a husband drafting his wife's filmography. Lisa, I'm handing it over to you. I need a breath.
There's only 4 rules. The first one is don't raise your Zoom hand until I've finished asking the question completely. 2, I'll call on the first person to raise their hand. 3, if you answer incorrectly, you can't guess again until the other 2 have guessed. And then 4, if no one knows the answer, I'll move on to the next question. You have any questions about the rules? No. Okay, so then we'll start with the first question. In Engaged by Christmas, a Lifetime Channel movie, Brittany plays Zoe Sampson opposite Marcus Rosner as Adam. What secret identity does Adam have that complicates his relationship with Zoe? That was Dustin.
Wow.
I don't know if I'm happy about this, but I knew the answer, and that may never happen again. The answer is Dear Adora.
Yeah.
Correct. He's a popular anonymous
advice
dating
columnist. Yeah.
But his name is Dear Andorra.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Would you have accepted advice columnist? Because I didn't know the name, but I knew. Okay.
I didn't have the name listed either.
Great.
So
fantastic.
Yeah.
Above and beyond, Dustin.
Dustin, yeah. Dustin, you can sit back now. You can just relax and think about which position you want.
Do not get used to whatever that was.
Hey, here's the thing, dude. I don't know if I've ever won. Have I ever won trivia? I think the first time I played Andrew Walker. They like 5 years ago or whatever, but that's it.
Yeah.
I just won the par 3 tournament at the Masters, didn't I?
You did.
Ah.
Yeah, you got to go first in veto every time now too, and it's your wife's movies. But you do you, man.
I'm just going mutually assured destruction. Nobody
I love
wins.
it. I love it. I love it.
I think Dan just summed up the downside of going
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, if you happen to be the spouse of the person we're talking about, yeah.
Unique. All right, Lisa, let's see who's going to be next.
Okay. I'm going to pick this one just because I want to say his name. In Love in Whitbrook, an Up TV movie, Brittany plays Amber opposite Corey Sevier as Jason. What upcoming event brings Amber home to help out?
That is.
I had a feeling you might, Dan, because you just mentioned you
Gilmore.
were going to watch it today.
Yeah, Founders Day is what we're
You're
looking for.
correct.
Yeah, yeah. Founders Day Punch, borrowed pretty liberally from the old Gilmore Girls there, I
Yes.
believe. So yes, Founders Day. I did it. Huzzah!
There you go.
Stephen, huzzah. Very good. Way to go. All right, Lisa, that was great. You did that super fast. So,
Okay.
Dustin, what are you thinking? Do you want to be drafter A, B, or C? Do you need me to say the picks again, or do you have them?
No, I think I get it. I
Okay.
just still haven't decided what I want to be in my unique position. Do I really want to have 4 picks? Do I really want to, put my neck on the line? I feel like B is the move.
Dustin has gone for B, so that means he is going to get the most picks, 9, 6, 4, and 2. He will only get 1 veto. Probably the best move you
Probably
can
smart
make.
for Dustin
Probably
Keating.
smart, Dustin.
That
I
was
think
a
that's
that was a
good.
pro move by you
It
to pick
was.
B. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very well done. All right, Dan, do you want to be drafter C or
Can I have a
drafter A?
clarification? I know
Sure.
this is going to sound crazy and like I'm such a nerd, but I love this show so much. I know that I can't carry anything in with me because Dustin never plays. If I leave with something, do I keep it for my next one?
You do. You do.
Okay, give me drafter A.
Okay, Dan is going with drafter A. That means Dan gets 3 picks, 8, 5, and 1, but he gets 2 vetoes. So, Jen, that leaves you. I love it when they do this. That leaves you as drafter C, kicking off the list.
I
What a
hate taking off the list. It's my least favorite thing.
Sucker.
I hate doing number 10.
Jen gets 10, 7, and 3. She gets only 1 veto, but she gets the only override. So, sometimes that pays off too. When it's your turn to make a pick, say the full title, please. So if it's A Safari Romance, say the A. All right. So you guys know how the game is played. Jen, I would love to stall, but you know what? The clock is ticking. It's already like 8:30, and I know you've had a long day. Let's hear it. What's going to start off this list at number 10?
Listen, I know I don't have time to DoorDash today. Also, I just got rid of a veto override, Lynn.
I know you did. This is why I'm laughing.
Welcome back.
It took like 3 years.
Anyway, okay. I'm just gonna go with my number 10. Sorry, I'm gonna make sure it's actually I wrote the actual title. I feel like I did. Now you're stressing me out about that. Hold on. Sometimes I shorthand. Okay, I did. All right. I'm gonna go with Christmas at the Palace. Okay. Not because I think it's a good movie, but because when I was looking at the ones where she was a secondary character, it's one of the more beefed up ones in terms of there was an actual storyline. That's my defense of it.
You're picking a movie on the top 10 Bristow list because there was an actual storyline.
For the secondary character.
Got it. Understood. Yeah.
Because she's a secondary character in this
That's
one.
right. Yes.
When I was looking at the ones where she was a secondary character,
This is
I
the
was like,
skating movie in the palace. Yes.
correct.
Yeah, it's a skating movie.
Again, just want to be clear, not because I'm saying it's a good movie, but because there was actually a storyline with this one.
Why we got to do this so early? Why are we going to do this so early? I don't
I'm
Is
understand.
that what you want to do today? Fight?
Christmas at the Palace is 2018. Merritt Patterson is Katie. Andrew Cooper is Alexander. Britt is Jessica. Yeah. So I think Jen probably chose this because it doesn't have Marcus Rosner or Will Kemp in it, which is something that she asked me. Why are there so many Will Kemp movies in this list? I do not know.
A lot of Marcus and a lot of Will Kemp.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, watching Marcus Rosner movies after you sang karaoke with him 2 years in a row is weird.
2
Right,
years in a
Dan?
row. Yeah, yeah.
No, you're baiting me. You're just trying to get me to say what I said to you in the chat, and I'm not going to say it.
No, don't say it.
I'm not going to say it. All right. So Katie's a former professional ice skater. She's hired by the king of Synovia, Alexander, blah, 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 blah. There's skating, there's romance, there's Brit there. And, you know, why not have a movie where the prince is figure skating in hockey skates? That's all I've got for that one. Dustin, you are first up in the veto order. What do you think of this movie? Christmas at the Palace. Is it going to stay at number 10? Do you want to use your one and only veto?
Oh, this is so tough. I'm seeing the error in my ways already. Because I think honesty is policy. I'm gonna stick to my guns here. I've not seen this movie. It's one of the few that I've never seen. And,
no, Dustin.
And
Honesty. You said honesty is policy. It is not best policy here. Oh my God.
That's
It's
right.
like a classic Hallmark.
Yes,
I know. And you will see a theme in my list, which is largely I existed when these movies were made. And this one doesn't fit that criteria. So, yeah, I think I'm going to veto it.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Bold.
Guy.
Bold.
Let's go, Dustin
Let's go.
Keating.
Dustin
That's all I
says-
got. That's
Dustin-
all. I don't know. I don't know how to play this game, and maybe
He's
that's my
out
skill.
here.
Okay.
Honesty is policy. You know what
Honesty
I mean?
is
That's it.
policy, and it's bold to use your one and only veto at 10, but
Let's
hell
go.
yeah, let's go.
Absolutely.
Let's
Dustin.
go.
Ignorance is bliss.
That's right.
I am crossing it off at 10. That means that it can't stay at 10. If Jen really wants to give it another shot, she can play it further up on the list.
And I'll save my glowing review for that moment.
I don't think anyone's going to put it on the list.
No, no.
I think it was
Can we
someone's 10. I've never
get
seen it.
That's right.
can we get an over or under on how many times Dustin is going to say the words, you know, never actually seen that movie?
Oh,
Now I'm
man.
rethinking my list because he's like the only ones on my list are the ones I was around for. And
You know,
I'm thinking, wait a minute.
Sometimes I didn't do this time, contrary to some of the jokes in the chat, which I totally earned. Sometimes I will lean on Aaron Shea to say, hey, which of these do I not need to watch? Save me some time. Give me the 2 or 3 that aren't going to be on here. If there's like 30 movies, I didn't do this with this draft because I thought Dustin's seen all these movies.
Right?
No.
We were baited. We watched them all, Dustin.
Man,
Jen,
I mean,
what do you-
I did watch almost all of them. And that's a plus for me because usually I'm like, nope, this is not happening. This is not happening.
I didn't rewatch Christmas at the Palace.
I did.
I saw it back when it came out originally. That was season 1 of Deck the Hallmark. You can
I
go
was
back and listen to my
committed.
review. Yeah. Yeah, you
Jen
are.
was committed.
Is exactly
make-
what I should have done for this movie is listen to the Deck the Hallmark review.
Yeah, that would have helped you a ton.
It would have helped a ton.
Anytime I draft, I'm always like, if people really wanted to win, they would just go and do that, and they would know how I'm going to play because I don't,
That's
I
my
will
Coles
say-
note.
There's a few times I've changed my mind on movies.
You have. You absolutely
So,
have.
there's that.
All right, Jen, as I'm thinking about all the time I spent watching a movie in Spanish with subtitles, thank
Oh,
you very
God.
much.
Uh,
What are you going to replace it with?
Not that one.
We know that. Yeah, you can save that
Um,
for your pick at 7.
Oh my God.
I know.
This is why I hate going last. I mean, first, but with the last pick. Okay. Only Dan can veto this one now. So
Yep,
let's
that's
hope
how
I
that works.
actually,
You can too, actually, based upon the rules that
Oh,
Lynn
that's
has laid out
true.
for us.
I'm not going to waste my own veto though.
That's right. Yeah.
And by the way,
All
that
right.
whole veto page that's in the game sheet, that entire veto page is due to Bran.
Due to
Because
Brandon
of
Gray.
it's due to
Yeah.
Brandon Gray and his gameplay.
Ridiculous.
Just had to do it.
The brand
I
amendment.
still got all 10 movies on that list, even though he did that. So
You
just
did.
saying.
You did.
Okay. All right. I'll give you a tale of love this time.
Dear God, what are we doing? We're not
I
gonna
had to get some on there that were at the bottom.
we're not gonna finish. We're gonna finish.
And
We
there
all
were
have work
other
tomorrow.
ones that
You're
were-
sick.
were
Did you
off
already
my list.
did you already take your NyQuil, Jen? Is that what happened there?
I did, and my antibiotic.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
So,
This is all
Dustin, you do not have a veto, but we always want to hear what your thoughts are.
Yeah.
So you
She
still
didn't
have
even
to.
want to hear my thoughts. Notice that? I just threw that out there, and then she was like, "Move on."
Does this
Sorry.
one actually have a storyline too? Is that your big
It does. Was I fully watching it when I watched it this last time? No. Did it have a letterbox rating that was really low? Yes. I still put it on the list.
It's okay. Britt's a
Hmm.
lead in this movie. Chris McNally's in it. It's 2022. What did you like about this movie? The dogs?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, look. So Britt plays Bella.
Stop
Funding
it.
for her dog rescue center is discontinued. She turns to JR, that's Chris McNally, a soldier who quickly becomes attached to one of her rescues named Indy. I keep saying that I'm going to do a dog draft, so I'm thinking 2028 would be perfect. Yeah, so I've set you up, Dustin. What are your thoughts on this movie? You know, if you had a veto, would you veto it?
Well, you would know by my last testimonial that I was around for that movie. And so therefore, I like that movie. I'm familiar with that movie. I also
Oh my God.
I like Chris McNally. I also like Umberly, who played the supporting character. Don't ask me what that name was. And the dogs. Yeah, it just, down the list. 1 to 4. There you have it.
There you go.
Brittany, Chris,
Right.
Umberly, the dog.
Crushed it.
Well,
Crushed it.
well
Yeah.
said. Dan, what do you think?
So let's just do this first. Britt Bristow's made a lot of bad movies. Now, she has not been bad in a lot of movies, but she's been in some bad movies. This one's really bad. If you go Dogs and Troops at the same time, you have no soul. You have no soul. I love Chris McNally. He is so funny. I just absolutely not. This movie, when I saw it on the list, I was like, that sounds kind of familiar. We did a Deck to Hallmark episode on this movie. Go listen to that. It's a brutal review by me. I had this near the bottom of my list. In fact, in case we don't get to wax poetic about Christmas at the Palace, Christmas at the Palace and A Tale of Love, both in my bottom 4 of 20 movies. So you're damn right I'm going to veto this. And Jen's going to have to go back to the well and try again.
You have 4 love clubs above A Tale of Love.
I have three love clubs above it.
That's bonkers, Dan.
That's crazy.
That's good. I think you've taken NyQuil too early.
No. I will say this. I only considered one love club, and it was the one that she's the lead with Rosner.
That's the only one I rewatched.
I didn't consider the other 3. I know that they were on the list. Those didn't come into my consideration. I'm not trying to sway anyone. I'm just saying, if you want to give me a defense as to why one of those other 3 needs to be in the top 10, I would love to hear it. She's in like 2-3 scenes in those movies. So I just didn't count them. But
No,
yes,
they don't count.
All right. Well, Jen's thinking of her 3rd attempt to get this list started. Lisa, what do you think about A Tale of Love?
Well, I'm almost embarrassed to admit this, but both of the movies that Jen has suggested so far are on my list.
Not surprised
So-
at all. I'm not surprised at all, Lisa. Nothing about that is surprising.
I said I don't know what's happening to me as I'm getting older. I'm like softening up, or I don't know. I didn't hate either one. I mean, Christmas at the Palace, I can't tell you how many times I've watched it. And I know like the storyline to it and all of that. So yeah, I
Who
don't know what to
doesn't love
tell
a
you.
royal movie? Come on. Who doesn't love a
Yeah.
royal movie? Come on,
I
Jen.
literally don't even know what to put out here because I feel like either I'm gonna keep wasting people's vetoes, which good for me.
Nah, man, throw a love club out, see if
Love
I
it.
veto it.
And just to be clear, Dan is absolutely right. Brittany needs better script. She deserves better script. She's a
Listen,
good actress, lots of talent.
There are 2 movies on this list that I hope I get to talk about because the movies are not good. And she is a gosh darn delight in them. Like
Yes.
Fireman carries these movies in a way that she should never have to. One in particular that upon recalling it, I was like, oh yeah. So I
That's good.
when I say that, I mean it. Like she's been in some bad movies, but I think she would tell you that if she off the record. But I don't. I think that she deserves a lot of credit for the work she's doing in here.
No. And the fact that the first 20 minutes of this podcast episode is all about how bad the first two movies are, we're going to
Yeah.
change our tone, aren't we, Jen? Play another one. You can do
I'm
it.
just gonna keep moving up my list because I don't know what
Do
else
it.
to
Go.
do. So I guess I'll give you the what the heck's the name of it? All right, so I gotta get the correct title so I can get it for you. All right, I'll give you My Sweet Austrian Holiday.
Yeah. All right. My Sweet Austrian Holiday. That's from 2024. Britt is Charlotte. Will Kemp is Henry. She's the lead in this Hallmark movie. Charlotte recently moved to Vienna and became a chocolatier after inheriting her grandparents' chocolate shop. She soon finds herself in a battle against a ruthless developer who wants to buy the building, and she meets Henry, a businessman, and soon there is a romantic spark. Jen, why do you like this movie as your third attempt at number 10?
It wasn't my number 10. It was my number 8. It's cute. I feel like it nothing like super stands out with it. It was one of 2 chocolate movies that I watched with Will Kemp. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Another glowing review from Jim Bliss.
We're at the
Really?
bottom of the list here, Dan. I don't have glowing reviews for the bottom of the list. They had to be on there.
Yeah.
All right. My Sweet Austrian Holiday. Dustin, husband of Brittany. What do you think about this movie? You were around for this one.
I was around for this movie, which means I have an opinion, and I feel good about that. I, as you guys know, am in rural Nova Scotia right now, and I recently got in an argument with my neighbor, who's a huge Hallmark fan, who asked me, "Do you ever get to go to any of the locations that Brittany gets to film, like Australia?" And I was like, "No, she's never, not Australia. 'Cause she's never filmed a movie in Australia." He was like, yeah. I just watched it. 100%. It's my sweet Australian holiday. And I was like, no, that's Austria. That's a country in Europe, right beside Germany, totally different. He's like, no, definitely Australia. So anyway, I digress. I love the movie. She's a dancer. Will's a dancer. Rhythm's a dancer. We all had a good time. We had a great time. I'm here for it.
Dustin's here for it. Dan, you have a veto. Are you here for it?
No, I'm not here for this movie. It was in my bottom 5 of 2024. I've told Brittany Bristow to her face with direct eye contact that I did not like this movie. She knows how I feel. This movie had everything it should have to be great, and it just isn't. It just doesn't ever coalesce into something that makes sense or works or it's not good. It's just not a good movie. Having said that, I do feel like we've won the day here. I do feel like we've improved with every pick, and I do feel like we're going in the right direction.
Because we moved up my list, Dan.
Yeah, I think we got some of those out of the way, and so now it's going to stand at number 10. I'll say that. It's going to stand at number 10. I wanted more out of this movie, and I never got it, and that's unfortunate. And I also think the best thing that Britt does is this super bubbly, very like great sense of humor, great comedic timing, and also has a great smitten look, like in these movies where she realizes she's falling for this guy. And in this movie, I don't really feel like they utilized the stuff she does incredibly well.
She has very expressive eyes. And I have to say, if it had Bissinger's chocolate as the chocolate in there, I might have done something there.
Here we go.
I have
HMD.
so many questions about what is on your list, Dan, because
oh, listen, Lynn's laughing. When I texted her this list, I said, this list is going to lose me this round. I knew I'm playing again in 8 days. I know this is not the list, but I feel so strongly after watching these movies based on performance alone. Like I'm doing this based upon Britt Bristow perform in most cases. I think there's 2 of these where it's a supporting role, but the movie is good. But the rest of these movies, I'm going on performance alone. And I know that I'm not listing this the way everyone else is. Lynn was shocked at my list.
But my exact response when Dan sent me his list was, and listeners, you'll be familiar with this. I said, "Who are you, Brian Harold?"
Yes. Yeah. And that's fair. And I said, I know this is not the winning list, but I feel very strongly about it. And so I'm going with my gut this time. So normally I try to pick what I think you guys would pick, but I had no idea here. So I didn't do that.
It's okay. The moment we have all been waiting for. Dustin Keating, your first pick of the match always defines your legacy in Hallmark Movie Drafts. No pressure. What are you going to offer up for number 9?
No way. Well, I knew how the order worked, and I didn't know which one I was going to land on, and I didn't expect this to be the movie that came up either. It is, for me, number 9, Royal Matchmaker.
Royal Matchmaker. Okay, tell us why you like this for number 9.
This is Will Kemp's first Hallmark movie. As has been referenced before, Will Kemp and Brittany are in a lot of movies together. They're close friends in real life. She also gets recognized for this movie. Not the most. There's a different movie that is true for that comes up later. But again, leaning into my experience as an observer, I get to see other people's favorite movies of Brittany's, and this one comes up a bunch. I didn't see it until a couple years ago. So there was like a long period of time in which I hadn't saw it. And obviously it falls into that European castle royal genre for which the network and Brittany is known for. But yeah, I liked it.
It's a great movie. So you've got Bethany Joy Lenz is in it. Will Kemp, of course, as you said. The character's name is Brittany, but it's spelled differently. And that really annoyed the crap out of me when I saw it. I don't understand it. So this is a Hallmark supporting role. You've got matchmaker Kate Gleason, that's BJL, and her assistant Brittany. They're hired to find a wife for Prince Sebastian of Moldavia. I can't find that on a map, but that's okay. And after
I sprained my Moldavia this week. I'm still recovering. It's been a lot of ice, rest, compression, elevation. Sorry, back to you.
Don't go there, because then I have to say something like, I have to see a doctor about my Moldavia.
That's right. Yeah.
That's a me
Ask
issue.
your doctor if Moldavia is right.
Ask your doctor about Moldavia. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Here are the side effects. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
At any rate, Kate succeeds only to realize that she has fallen in love with the prince as well. And Britt plays her partner in crime in all of this. This movie was ranked 6th in the Battle Royale draft of the 10 best royal movies back in April 2023. Dan, you were on that. And it was ranked 3rd in the One Tree Hill lead cast top 15 mega draft. Jen, you were on the panel for that. That was a huge draft. Believe it or not, 5 or 6 of Brit's movies that are eligible tonight have made various top 10 lists. So Brittany is in a lot of fan favorite movies, and she does a great job. Royal Matchmaker at number 9. So that means, Dan, you're first up in the veto order, and you do have a veto. Thoughts on Royal Matchmaker?
Yeah, this is tough because I had we not just had a full just clown show at 10, I would be tempted to veto this because this is so much higher on my list. One of the things that happens when you watch 1,000 made-for-TV rom-coms is you realize how many bad secondary supporting actors are out there. It is, and maybe it's not fair to say, but maybe it's untrained, or maybe it's folks given an opportunity. Maybe it's they didn't get the script until the day of. There's a lot of ways that can go wrong. But not only is this movie, like in the Battle Royale draft, I had this movie, I believe, 2nd overall. I know it finished at 6. I wanted it higher. I have this movie in my top 4 for Britt Bristow because not only is it a really good movie, and I think Joy and Will are great, but Britt's part is important, and she's so seamlessly great in it. She's not perfunctory. She doesn't just show up and read the lines. She is a fleshed out character, and she's great. I'm not a royal movie fan. This is a really good version of a royal movie. Will Kemp goes on to play a lot more in royal movies. I don't know if Joy does, but Joy's uniformly good in every Hallmark movie she's in, according to me, as you well know. Britt is great in this movie. I would love to think that it at least played some sort of part in her getting some more lead roles, because I think it's hard not to notice. I mean, that's how Kim Sustad started. And I think Britt Bristow has a similar arc here with the fact that she is very memorable and good in it. So I don't want it at 9. I want it way higher. I only have one veto left, and this is on my list, so I don't feel as though it's worth using that bullet just yet. Happy to see it. Wish it was higher.
Jen, Are you happy to see it at 9? Do you think it should be higher? You have a veto.
Here's the thing. I agree with pretty much everything Dan just said. It is on my list. It is much higher on my list.
Something out, Jen.
No collusion.
Yeah. No, listen, we can collude. There's no
Oh,
rules that say we
collusion
can't
is
collude.
allowed?
I think there's a loose, if you can heavily imply, or sometimes I'll just be like, here's why I'm doing this. Because if you jokers, sometimes I'll do that. I'll do that.
We
That
colluded
happens.
some in the
We
in
did.
the
You're
Andrew
right. We
and
did.
the Andrew and the
There is.
and the Tyler one.
There is outright collusion. You're right.
Anyway, it's much higher on my list, pretty much for all those reasons. Like any of the movies that Bethany Joy Lenz is in are typically at the top of my list anyway. I just think Brittany does really great in it. It's a fun movie. It's one I've watched multiple times. I'm a little afraid of what Dan is bringing, and that's the one hesitation for me vetoing it. But I do feel like it needs to be higher.
Yeah.
So you have one veto, and if you use it, Dan is the only player left with a veto.
I know.
Which should be fine. You got to play your heart, play your gut.
All right, I gotta veto it because I feel like it needs to be higher.
Let's go, Jen Bliss.
Yeah, don't ever play that line against me, Dan. That Brand comes in and he just charms everybody. He gets somebody to say, "Oh, veto that," and they veto it. Me, I can't get anyone to do what I want.
I won't do what Brand. I don't do what Brand wants to do at all.
No, Jen was acting of her own accord there. Her and I just happen to have the exact same incredibly bright opinion about this movie.
It's not about the other ones.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Lisa, it's going to be a long night. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
All right, Dustin, it's back to you. You have to play a different movie. Royal Matchmaker can come back onto the list. It seems like Jen and Dan are perfectly fine with that, but you've got to give us something else for number
Jen
9.
Bliss has got the number 3 pick. It looks like a perfect landing spot,
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like there's some salvation in being vetoed because it's too good to be in that low of a spot. So even though I might lose this game, I might re-win my wife's love. So, I got that going.
You've lost it in the last 30 minutes. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Well, I mean, after that number 10 spot indecision, I wasn't sure if we were going to get through this, which might have worked out better for me. Okay. Well, I can pivot.
Okay.
How about a safari romance?
A safari romance. 2023. This is a recent one. Andrew Walker's in it. Brittany is the lead in this Hallmark movie. Yeah. Tell us why you love this.
I was really nervous there that I just said the wrong safari movie. So really glad I didn't do that, but still have the courage to tell you that I thought I did. Brittany's character in this is cutting and witty, which I really like. And that is perhaps something that I should have led with off the top. If I could have a chance to do that again, what is something about Brittany that people don't know? She can be very cutting and witty. And it's very much like the character in that movie. She is also, and maybe it's pretty obvious by the fact that her and her family have filmed 2 movies, safari related. She's stoked on animals. People are stoked on animals. I think the animals look, they're fun. They're a fun thing to watch. They're like another character. Sometimes people say that the location, Romania really is a character in the movie. Belgium really is a character in the movie. In this, the animals really are a character in the movie. And I'm not even really a big animal guy, but that's my reasoning, and I'm sticking to it.
Dustin, not a big animal guy.
I'm sorry. I think
you
we
could
see
have said nothing there.
I think we see a pair of antlers on the wall behind you. So that's kind of like giving away
that doesn't bode well for me. No, okay, I'm now going to take the opportunity to clarify. I don't dislike animals whatsoever. I'm just not gravitating to safari themes, as evidenced by the antlers on the wall behind me. But I did think, not being an animal guy myself, that they were pretty good in the movie. The animals were pretty good.
I would say your drafting so far is safari, so good. That's better than a 6-7 thing going. Yeah. Okay, so Dustin has offered up a safari romance. Dan?
Yeah, so I also have this higher on my list, and it's because of the first thing that Dustin said. I think that Britt is great in this. I think she has great chemistry with Andrew Walker. Now, is there a ridiculous drone storyline in this movie that needed a once over? Yeah, yeah. Is there a crazy, crazy nuts wackadoo thing at the end where he makes a room a safari? You betcha. But their chemistry is off the charts in this movie. And she gets to be a little sarcastic, a little sardonic, a really good performance by her. This was not as high as Royal Matchmaker, but it was higher up on my list. I'm not here to hem and haw. I've got all three of my picks left, and I'm sure I'll throw some doozies at everybody now that no one's got any vetoes left. But I think that this movie belongs on this list, and I think it's hard to jump for these actors that are in supporting roles to leading roles. And I know this wasn't her first lead, but if you don't think she's a lead on Hallmark after this movie, I don't know what to tell you, because I think she is Andrew Walker's equal in this movie in every way. I really like this pick, even though I had it higher.
Perfectly said. And also, great kiss at the end. I know
Yep.
Dustin was like,
Yeah.
and Dustin, a lot of people, when they come on to the show, they have a rubric that they use, they create themselves, that they have like this sort of scoring chart on how they've created these rankings. Did you come up with a rubric for yourself, on how you were going to try to rank these with a certain criteria without giving away your gameplay? Maybe.
Yeah, I use this this trauma that I have in my life right now, which is, how does my father-in-law see me as compared to the men in these movies that he's directing his daughter with? And I just use that uncomfortable, awkward energy to propel me through. No, jokes aside, like, now you knew someone in elementary school and they had a name, a Sarah, and Sarah was mean to you, and you carry that on throughout your life. You're like, oh, I'd never name my kid a Sarah because Sarah was mean to me in elementary school. I have these feelings in regards to these movies as per when she filmed them and how it went. So that one obviously went well. So it ranks high for me. Again, apparently not as high as some of you guys, but I'm just happy it's on there.
Okay. Dustin is happy that it's on there. So
Yeah.
Jen, it's really up to you. You can't do anything, but thoughts?
I also had it higher.
What are you talking about?
It was funny because, like, when I first watched this, it's always interesting to watch these separate from like the group that you watch them in when you first do, because like I liked it better this time than I did the time that I watched it back then. So that must have been just whatever else was happening in 2024 or whenever it came out. I had it not significantly higher, but higher than this. So, I mean, I'm happy it's on there. They have good chemistry. I enjoyed it. So,
we're set. All
We're
right.
set. 2 picks
We're
down, guys, in record time.
Yeah. Not to jinx us, but the Nina Wyman draft was 4 hours, people. Let's not
Yeah,
do that
I
again.
was on that one too. But listen, all the videos are gone aside from one. So
All
we're
the
good to
videos
go.
are gone except for one.
Yeah.
And Dan, this is your first pick. Let's see if you can land it first time out of the gate. I think you can, because nobody's got a veto except you.
And that's why, with confidence, I will say that I am playing The Love Club, Nicole's Pin Pad. So listen, gang, this is not a good movie. There are stretches of dead air that are just brutal in this movie. But the two things that I will say about this movie is, number one, this is a very big swing for a movie with absolutely zero budget. An anthology series, 4-part movie that all starts with the same scene, then all goes in 4 separate directions, is a crazy idea for a movie where they have $8 to make it. I just don't know why they thought they could pull it off. They do not. But it's a big swing, which I love. And then I think if you're going to err on this list, on a Britt Bristow list, you err on the side of a Bristow Rosner joint, in my opinion. Now, that may be giving away some of what's to come on my list. But if you're going to err, I think part of the reason, you try to be a little bit political here, I guess. Britt's not always had the best co-stars from an acting perspective. Now, Andrew Walker, obvious exception, but sometimes she's stuck and she somehow turns it in an eliminate, and I don't know how she does it. But her and Rosner have such an easy chemistry that this movie hangs on by the big swing and by the fact that you have Rosner and Bristow in the movie. And also, and this is important, by the fact that neither Jen nor Dustin have a single solitary veto to stop me.
I'm
I
good
don't
where
think he's
that's where
shirtless
going.
in this one. I don't think he's shirtless. I think he keeps his shirt on in this
It
one.
might have improved it.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, harsh.
Shots fired.
Dustin, do you have anything that you would like to add about this movie?
I'm so glad you asked. My wife plays an absolute psychopath in this movie.
Yep.
Yes.
Agreed. Yes.
Thank you.
Whole time I was watching it, I was like, this is not a romance movie at all. This is some weird extramarital affair
Yes.
thing. And then the dude comes out of the sauna in the towel and he's ripped and it's all wrong. I totally agree with everything you said, Dan, earlier. It's so much more genuine when you say my wife is a good actor in some bad movies, because I can be like, that's exactly my opinion on a lot of those things. I'm obviously only here because I think my wife is a fantastic actor. And I also am very close with Marcus Rosner. This is their first movie together. Oh, wait, is that true?
This is 2023.
Or is our movie their first movie together? No, it's this one. I'm having crazy deja vu right now. Have I had this debate in my head already? Anyway, the reason why I am now regretting wasting my veto, I thought that was a great move. I was super happy to get it out of the way on number 10. And I just didn't think anybody in their right mind would ever offer up the Love Club.
Because he's not in his right mind.
You're absolutely right. Some people just want to see the world burn.
I mean, listen, is there some chaos theory happening here? Yes, but I will say this. When you know that you have something on your list in a slot, this is just like if you come back, if you know you have something in your list in the spot you get to play, and you also have a very good feeling that no one else has that on their list, it is like gaining 4 or 5 points. And so
that's wild.
And so I can't believe it worked out for me. When I put it on the list, I was like, this is going to bury me. This is where I have it.
This is yet again proof we're living in the darkest timeline.
Yeah, we
It's a
really
bad
are.
place.
As we say at Hallmark Movie Drafts, Dan is taking the point and the bonus point and moving on. But first, Lisa, what do you think of the whole Love Club series
Well,
overall?
I'm just going to say that none of the 4 are on my list.
Yeah.
And I did not rewatch any of the 4 for this either. So
I rewatched only this one. And
Yeah.
I can tell you that the second time watching it made it worse because of exactly what Dustin said. I was watching it going, what is happening? She's engaged. She's stalking somebody she was a pen pal with. Then, like, lying about a job. Then she proceeds. I watched this today, so it's fresh in my brain,
pulling it off.
Then they proceed to throw the, like, well, I didn't actually write you because I was dyslexic. And
Man,
so
I
then it was
forgot
this
about
person,
that.
and I'm going to
Holy
introduce you
cow.
to them. And then, nope, that's not him. And then they still somehow got together in the end.
I forgot about this dyslexia thing. I got to be honest. Maybe this was a mistake. I don't know.
The amount of times my jaw was just like, what is happening watching that today?
Man.
And I can't blame the antibiotics or the cold medicine. Was just insane. I'm like, what? We're still doing this. And I don't even remember when she broke up with the fiance. To be honest with you, I might have blocked that out or it never happened.
Yes.
Way too late in the movie. That's when.
Yeah.
Jen,
Like-
stop selling. I mean,
Yeah,
my
what a
God,
movie.
we're
What a
gonna
film.
what a movie. What a good time. What a good time. All right, Jen, believe it or not, we're at number 7. We are back
Oh,
to
it's my
you.
turn.
So
Shit. Oops, sorry.
far, just
Dare
a
you.
quick state of the list. We have My Sweet Austrian Holiday at 10, at 9, A Safari Romance, at 8, The Love Club, Nicole's pen pal, and at 7, what deserves to sit right up above a Love
Listen,
Club movie?
I have half of mine to throw Christmas at the Palace back at you. But you still have a veto. So.
Do it.
Do it. Jen, do it.
Oh, it's gonna depend on how this goes, but I swear, apparently this is my theme today because I'm gonna throw another Will Kemp one at us. Give us love, romance, and chocolate.
Love, Romance, and Chocolate. Why are you playing this at number 7? What do you like about this movie aside from the Will Kemp of it all?
Yeah, I mean it's a cute movie with him and Lacey. And there is some at least slight side character storyline here with the champagne guy or whatever, minus the accent, which I don't know how to feel about, but it's a cute movie and I've watched it a few times and I like it. So I felt like it needed to be represented.
Yeah, so 2019, Will Kemp, as you said, Brittany is Marie. Lacey is in this as well in the lead. This was ranked number 2 in the Lacey Chabert mega draft. That was the first
That's
ever mega
crazy.
draft we did. She had so many movies in her portfolio that it was a top 15 list for drafters. Totally crazy, but we've done it a couple of times. This movie's made a few top 10 lists as well. Nothing wrong with this movie. It's really popular. It's a fan favorite. Britt does a great job. Dustin, you're first up. You can't do anything about it, but what do you think of this movie?
I'm fully neutered, and that's okay in this
You're going to
case.
say I'm fully naked. And I was like, well, here we go. We're only at 7.
This is all Zoom clothing that I'm
I
wearing.
That's
know,
right.
from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
waist
yeah.
up.
It's all green
That's
screen.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Pulling a Rosner.
I like this movie, and I'm feeling a bit like a broken record here, but I get to live vicariously through the movies that people confront. Maybe confront's not the right word. Approach Brittany in regards to, and Love, Romance, and Chocolate is hands down the number one. If ever it comes up and someone says, "What does your wife do?" and I say she's an actress, and I say Hallmark movies, like, "Oh, I saw a Chocolate one." You're like, "That's the one. That's the one she's in."
There you go.
It's really good. I think the only person that ever confronts someone about their Hallmark movie is most likely Dan. Dan, what do you think of this movie?
Yeah, I think that's the problem is like people hear I don't like them and they're like, ooh, tell me what you really thought of this movie.
Misery loves company,
That's right.
but not for
Exactly.
Love, Romance, and Chocolate.
Absolutely not. All right, Dan, you're the only one with a veto.
Yeah, I'm gonna let this stand. This is on my list. I've not seen this movie since it came out, and I did not immediately remember that Britt was in it. I had to go and I didn't watch it again because that was against some time constraints that I had. But I just went and read about it and was reminded of it. And while I don't have a very vivid memory of her performance in the movie, I know this movie is held in high regard, and Bruges is lovely. I mean, it's Bruges. It's hard to mess that up. And you get the first of the Will Kemp, Lacey Chabert. I think this and Royal Matchmaker were the only two on my list where she was not the lead. And I thought they both belonged on this list, Royal Matchmaker, because I think what she does is important in that movie, and it's also one of the better movies on this list. And then this movie because it is so well regarded. I think Dustin's testimony speaks to that, even if it was not my thing, because it wasn't my thing when it came out. Although I bet if I watched it again, I would probably be easier on it. Than I was because it seems like everybody loves this movie. So it is on my list. It's not at 7, but it is on my list, and I will take it.
Dan's going to take it. Dustin, believe it or not, we are at number 6, and it's all up to you.
That is so hard to believe. And once again,
Are you having a
finding
good time?
I am having a great time. And I'm also, have you ever heard of the Dunning-Kruger effect? I'm kind of, I've realized that there are known knowns and unknown unknowns. And I didn't know a lot of stuff that was going to happen
The
here.
first
So
time you finish a game, you will leave. I know you, and I know that you're going to leave, and you're going to, in your head, start working through what you think you should have done. It's
yeah,
wild.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you that answer is not use your veto on number 10, you idiot.
It's
Still,
now
He's
known as the
wild too.
Dustin Keating effect.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the Dustin
Still-
Keating effect.
Still a fun wild card move, though.
It was
And,
great. I loved it.
Bold. It was
That's
bold.
right. There's only 2 letters that separate famous and infamous.
Mhm.
I am so torn between 2 options right now. One is a landmine that I want to step in.
Yeah. Do it.
Because I
Step in the
don't-
landmine.
I know you're going to say that. Because I don't think it's going to make it on the list otherwise.
You'd be surprised.
Especially by
I
Dan's
agree.
list.
I have been surprised. You're absolutely right. I'm going with Engaged by Christmas. That was clearly not the landmine.
No.
Very obviously. You put a Rosner joint in there, you're thick as thieves. Again, we just love Marcus so much. This is produced by his production company as well. So it was I really want to use the word, it was done intimately between the 2 of them, but that's the last word I want to
It's
use
tough.
in this case. But it's too late now, it's out there. So Yeah, forgive me for lack of nuance. I just like this movie.
No, it's nothing wrong with it. This is a Lifetime movie. This is the first non-Hallmark movie to make the list. This is a great movie. 2024. Hoping to save her relationship, Zoe seeks help from an advice columnist named Adora. This was one of Lisa's trivia questions, actually. When her boyfriend breaks up with her, Zoe tracks down Adora only to discover he's actually Marcus Rosner. He's a man named Adam. So, Dan.
Yeah, this movie was way higher on my list, which is giving me a bit of pause. We do a little show on Deck the Hallmark called Deck the Lifetime Uncorked, where our Lifetime movie expert, Patrick Serrano and Brandon Gray, watch a Lifetime movie and they talk it through, and I interject to ask questions. At the end, I have to tell them whether or not I would watch it, but I don't have to sit through the movie. Well, they did this movie, and during the conversation, I was like, this sounds borderline like a generic kind of movie, and they both surprised me by saying it was really, really good. It was great. So I went and watched it. And yeah, it is the best that those two have been together, I think. It also is a fun spin on the fake relationship trope. It's different, it's unique, and both of those two are just so very attuned with what this movie needs. Also, the reason I have it so high too is because I really do root for Britt, and I think anytime there's a movie that is not only that she's good in, but is good, I think that really, so this is definitely a more minor, they're not going for a big swing here, but I think that what they do is so well done, the two of them, that it was higher on my list. But I'm going to keep a hold of that veto because I'm happy that we're talking about this movie, and we'll let it stay at 6, even though I had it much more in the Mount Rushmore territory.
Oh, yeah. Fake relationship is my favorite trope, hands down. I'll watch it. Any movie that's got it, I'm there for it. Jen. Jen.
Uh-oh.
Well, she can't do anything, but Jen, let's hear. What are your thoughts?
I wasted my veto on number 9.
You did
for
it
you
for
to
him.
leave this on number 6. Are you kidding me?
Jen, can I tell you this? There's a reason that I've struggled with it, but 5, I get to pick 5, and it's unimpeachable. And the landmine that he might have thrown at 6, I could play at 5. I think we might be talking about the same movie, and I can get double the points. And if I veto this, he's playing it at 6. I think it's too low. I think it's criminally low, Jen. But I also have one movie that I am very much championing, and I have to keep my veto for that movie too. But I'm really sorry. And if it costs me a Christmas at the Palace, it costs me a Christmas at the Palace. I get it. I understand.
Price to play.
Yeah.
I've seen all your lists, and I cannot wait for you all to be sharing your personal lists. Lisa, I really want to hear what you think about this movie at number 6.
I really like this movie.
I know.
It was my number 2. I watched it when it first came out. I watched it again for this. I really like it.
Yeah.
It was me too.
I watched-
It's 2 for me.
It's kind of criminal to be so low.
It's my number 1.
Well,
Oh.
I kept going back and forth between my 1 and 2, but it
Damn.
landed at 2 for me.
Mhm.
Oh,
Dan's
no.
biting his knuckles, and Dustin's laughing his head off.
Yeah,
This
you
is
guys are gonna be
all's right in
pissed
the
at my
world.
number 1. You're gonna be
It's the one
pissed
I
at my
watched.
number 1.
I watched it right before I sent my picks in, so that probably doesn't help either. But no, I really liked it. I enjoyed it a lot today.
You guys. All right, we've locked in number 6. Here we go. Dan, you are up. Number 5.
Oh,
What's it
yeah.
gonna be?
Guys,
I'm afraid.
oh, you should be very afraid.
This is Dan's next to last pick. After
This is-
he's
can
got
I be
number
honest,
one.
It's
Lynn?
happening.
It's such a weird thing to be in this position where I know that you might like to be in a position where I know that I can play my list. I've never been in that position before, and
know.
I've done this, what do you say, 8 times now.
Yeah.
So it is with great honor and pride that the number 5 movie
Here we go.
in the Brittany Bristow Hallmark Movie Drafts is Just Jake. Just Jake. Yeah, it's Just Jake, guys. This movie was made for a nickel.
It's an Up TV movie. Yeah.
And here's the thing, and I've talked about Rob Mays on Deck the Hallmark. This is not new, and I've talked to this guy in person before. If you watch him in Grand Ole Opry Christmas, he's unreal. He was not unreal in Just Jake. He has improved dramatically from Just Jake to Grand Ole Opry Christmas. And it is a testament to a guy who's done all this himself. He didn't have any acting training. He just put his own reels up on this app and just like kept grinding. And he's gotten way better. For a movie about a musician, which we see, and the movie happens the same way, there is a scene in a music studio where Britt Bristow gives an unbelievable performance in this movie. I am not here to tell you this is a good movie. I am here to tell you I will die on the hill that it's a good Britt Bristow performance. And when we watched this movie, I was more locked into this movie than I was to most of the Hallmark movies during that month, which was like in springtime. So yes, it's on Up TV. Yes, Rob Mays has come a long way since then. And yes, it was made for zero money and they're doing the best with what they have. But what Britt is doing in this movie is great. And I think that it should not go unnoticed. And so number 5, Just Jake.
I have it higher, Dan. So
Wow.
So did
I
I.
have it higher too.
Yeah.
So did
I
I.
have
So
it
did I.
higher,
We
so-
all had it higher.
Yeah.
Hey, look at us. We're doing it, gang.
Us.
Yeah.
Aw, we're all friends
Man.
again now. This is
Yeah, I
great.
had this the lowest. Jen, you had it higher too?
I had it higher, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'm over here thinking that I'm just kind of sneaking one in and like it's like the lowest. The rest of you guys had this in your Britt Bristow Mount Rushmore? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not the landmine I thought you were laying at all.
I want to know what Justin's landmine.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, you've got another play, Dustin. 2, in fact.
Dustin, before we hear your thoughts, I was actually looking at IMDb earlier, and someone named Mickey G33 posted a review of this movie, which included saying, I thought I read somewhere that her husband was in the background in the movie, but I didn't spot him. Okay, there's a stalker there. All right. This movie received a lot of 10 out of 10 ratings on IMDb. And someone else wrote, talented musicians and actors make this a heartwarming movie, a solid date night or family movie that is laced with faith throughout. A good story with chemistry between the characters makes it the kind of movie you don't want to miss. Besides the main storyline, there are several subplots that are captivating. What do you
All
say
right.
to that? Yeah.
Especially that subplot where her husband is in the background and the band at the end of the movie, which is true. Ding, 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 listener. You are correct,
Oh,
which is why it
Mickey
ranked
J.
way higher.
That got all the
Yeah.
towns. That got all
It's
the
a
towns.
Dustin Keating film. That's what happened.
That's
I got
It's
it.
a Dustin Keating joint. Move over,
That's right.
Rosner. There's a new husband in town.
That's right.
Do you like Just Jake? I know you do. What do you like about this movie?
I really liked this movie. I completely agree with Dan's assessment. However, it is largely a Brittany-centric ranking. She did sing that song. She did a great job. I'm in it, which is fun. You have to forgive me. I'm stumbling over something I'm not supposed to say, and I'm not going to say it. But Rob Mays has gotten a lot better.
Right?
Yeah, I
And
totally
You
agree.
should check him out in Grand Ole Opry. I was blown away.
I actually genuinely really liked this movie. I thought the music was good. I like country music. Although it was shot on a budget, and it was shot on a budget, it actually looks pretty good. Like the cinematography in it is really decent. And I thought the music was good too. So you got, the optics and the audio. You're part of the way to a real movie.
Yeah. We actually have a Don't Make Me Sing draft coming up in May.
Ooh.
That's where the lead actors, at least one of them, have to actually sing themselves in the movie. It's quite a list. It's going to be a ride, not for the faint of heart. Okay.
So it's 90% Jessica Lowndes.
Yeah.
No, actually, no. There's a lot of the Broadway actors that have done Hallmark movies are in it. And Wes
Except
Brown.
they still can't get Jeremy Jordan to sing in a
Can't
Hallmark
get-
movie.
No, like what's up with
I don't
that,
get it.
right?
Magic.
I don't get it either. I don't get it
Yep.
either. All right. So Dan played Just Jake. Dustin says, yeah, I like it. He can't do anything about it. Jen, you can't do anything about it. Staying at number 5, another 2 points for Daniel Thompson. Do you have any thoughts on this movie that you would like to add, though?
It's one of my tropes that I really like when the two characters already knew each other or already dated, because I feel like it makes the quickness of the timelines of these movies go better for me. When they just meet each other and then they're engaged like 2 days later, I have a hard time suspending belief. But if they've already known each other and then they're rekindling it, I tend to like that better. Yeah, I liked it. I don't remember if I've seen it before when I watched it. Jan, did you say you guys covered it?
Yeah. Yeah. We covered it on Deck the Hallmark.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know.
In fact, it was one of those movies where occasionally those smaller networks will get really excited about a movie. We get screeners from Up TV all the time. Like Up TV's like, please, can we pay you to watch our movies? But occasionally they will really get wound up about a movie. I remember Bottle with Love, Andrew Walker, Bethany Joy Lynn's, Bill Abbott sent these press screeners, which he never did. It was like, this is Hallmark's best, blah, blah, blah. And Up TV did that with Just Jake. With Just Jake, they were very, very proud of this movie. And we, at that point, didn't watch Up TV. I'm pretty sure that was our first one. And we went, I mean, should we do it? We like Britt Bristow. They seem to think it's great. We got a break in the schedule. And so, yeah, we covered it when it came out because for relative to Up TV, there was a lot of publicity and a lot of like positive momentum for the movie. So that was why we watched it.
Nice, nice. All right. Well, it is there for number 5. Dustin, believe it or not, you will still have one more pick after this at number 4. So,
Pressure.
yeah.
This really feels like damned if I do and damned if I don't. There was no winning picking the rotation. I'm still not going to step on the landmine. I'm going to let somebody else do it.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we can talk about it afterwards.
That's totally fair. For me, it is, where should I put this? It's too hard. Holiday Date.
Holiday Date at number 4 from 2019. Brooks the lead in this Hallmark movie. Matt Cohen is Joel, and Ethan. Actually, this is another fake relationship trope that I just love. This is ranked number 8 in the fake relationships draft as well. Why did you choose this for number 4?
Well, I was worried it wasn't going to make the list, and I'm rendered powerless at the moment. So I felt like it was good strategy to get it in there, unless I don't know what to expect from Dan or Jen for that matter, but Dan especially. And for me, Holiday Date was the movie that Brittany was filming right when we started dating. It was a big deal for her. It was her first lead. And it also, I don't know if it's a good thing that I say this or not, but it also had a lot of controversy around it. I think because of the religion or something. I don't remember specifically what the problem was, but she was parodied on or referenced The Daily Show with Louis Black, where they labeled it Holiday Hate. And I remember Brittany's Instagram blew up at that moment because she was this parodied person who was the starlet of what was apparently a hateful Christmas movie, which of course it really isn't. And I also think it's pretty good.
Yeah, this is a great movie. I'm not giving anything away by asking you this question, but why didn't you play your number 4?
Because I think that nobody else is going to play it, and so I'll get to play it later.
Okay.
Is that a good strat?
No.
No,
No, because you would have gotten 2 points versus 1.
If you play it where it is on the sheet, you get an extra point.
Guys, where does it say that?
In the rules.
Everywhere.
Hey, let him change. Lynn, let him change. Let him change.
No, I've got to stick with
let
it.
him-
I've got to stick with it now. I got to stick with it. Thank
change-
you, Dan. of
Dude, it's a
course.
2 points. If you're
It's
trying to
2
win,
points.
play the dude. Jen, are you?
I
fine
gotta
with him?
eat it.
I'm fine with
We're
it.
fine with this.
No, play the one you want.
And
if
it'll
you
all
want
get
this.
edited out. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Dustin, what do you want to play at number 4?
I feel like you got to keep it in. Oh, now I just ruined the second take. You have to do it again.
Yeah, because you know what? Unlike Dan, I do my own editing. Okay,
right.
I do my own.
Good for you.
All right, Dustin. It's back to you. Number 4. This is your next to last pick. What do you want to play?
All right, it's going to catch a lot of you guys off guard because we're in a different timeline now, a different timeline altogether. And I'd like to offer up in the number 4 spot, 2017's very own Love Blossoms.
Oh my God, 2017 is right. So Vic Webster is in this. Brittany is Kimmy. It's a supporting role for her in Hallmark. This movie is another fan favorite. It's made like 3 or 4 different HMD top 10 lists. It's just great. This is the movie where, Vic Webster has this incredible nose for perfume. It's so wonderful. The scenery is great. Britt does such a good job in this movie. Dan is becoming unglued at this, but you know what, Dan? Hold off for a second. I want to hear Dustin and why he chose this for number 4.
Can't believe we
that's
gave him
crazy.
another chance.
I want to hear. I want to hear
Seriously.
what Dan has to say. And now, Jen, I will admit it's been very fun playing the unhinged wild card in this game. The less I know, the better, I think.
Yeah.
It's her first movie, and Vic Webster is such a beauty.
What a stud.
What an absolute stud, like a literal stud. Dan, you're tall, so I feel this way with you too.
He and I sit very similar.
You guys are, I just squint. If I'm not wearing my glasses.
Yeah, it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. But just for him to be a nice dude as well. Brittany loves him. I love him. It's a great movie. First movie. It's not top 3 for me because of the prerequisite, which is that I needed to have been around for it. And that's why it's at number 4.
Oh, that's well said. And fighting chance with Daniel Thompson. Why not?
I can't believe this. I can't believe the edited version of this podcast is going to feature this. Me talking and you listening aren't going to know what I'm talking about, but everything lined up perfectly for me if we had just done the other one. And I'm over here trying to be a good guy.
Oh my gosh.
God, I don't like this movie. Britt's wonderful. I don't like this movie. The perfume thing's so stupid.
We can go back.
Do
I
it.
say-
No.
Do it.
I'm gonna veto this movie. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I can't believe it. I'm sorry. I know it's so stupid. I can't believe it. It's so dumb after all we've done and all we've been
Oh
through.
my gosh.
But I'm vetoing it.
I didn't
Okay.
want this either. I didn't want this.
I think I just might leave the whole thing in. Are you going to surprise us with a different pick, Dustin? Or are you going back to the original?
You can reuse some of your other picks.
Oh, stop it.
May I throw out Royal Matchmaker?
And now I lost my veto over this dumb thing that I tried to be
like
nice.
this movie as a comfort watch. Like this is I want to preface that, right?
Why
It
else do
did
you
not
watch
make my
Hallmark
list.
movies?
What?
Why else do you watch Hallmark movies?
No, this is like
Cinema.
a comfort watch in terms of old school Hallmark. It's one of the ones I'll throw on just because I want to watch a Hallmark movie. I wouldn't say it's good.
Well, yeah.
And it did not make my list. It actually got bumped off. I had it on, then bumped it off.
It was brutal.
Oh man, it's fun to be the catalyst for chaos.
It is. It
Yep.
is. So what are you going to play instead, since Love Blossoms got vetoed?
It has to be Holiday Days.
Then I get my veto back, right? Right? Like we don't. You mean to tell me? No, this is crazy, Lynn. This is crazy.
This
You
is
know
so
it.
good.
I
You
know it. You
Offered
know-
it.
But I was trying to be nice. Like
You tell
can't-
Bran how it's really done.
I can't believe that I'm being cost a veto when I gave him the opportunity. This is insane.
Dan can't have that veto for next week though, because I'm in that match. So
If
No,
I
he-
don't use it,
If he
can't
doesn't
hold
use
that
it.
veto.
If he doesn't use it, he gets to carry it forward.
Listen, Royal Matchmaker would have been a
My
great
veto.
would have been a
place
great
there.
pick. Would have been a
Because
great
that's
pick.
my number 4.
Yeah,
I
would've been a
thought
great
you
pick.
guys were gonna put that one in.
Yeah, Jen's on it. Don't worry.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
Number
At
3, Royal Matchmaker.
There you go.
Have I not demonstrated clearly enough that I do not know how to play this game?
But you do
I mean,
it
I'm
so
on
well.
it, but number 4 would have been greater because I
Oh my
had it at
God.
number 4.
I'm sure you're right, but I've been left unsupervised.
I tried to hint it before you threw Holiday Date out there.
Listeners,
Hint better.
Listeners, the wheels on the bus have come off. Just
By the
take
way,
my word
holiday
for it.
date I had on my list. I had it higher.
Yeah.
Me
God.
too.
Yeah. I guess because we did all this stuff, Holiday Date is my number one movie. It's my
Wow.
Mine too.
number one movie.
Number 2.
Here's the thing is that year, Hallmark finally took a chance and made some Hanukkah based movies. Now, did they still stick in this weird formula where it's like the Christian has never heard of Hanukkah, the Jewish person's never heard of Christmas? Yeah, but they did 2 movies that year, and Double Holiday was one, and it took itself very seriously, and it had all the pedigree, and it had all of the backing, and it wasn't as good. This movie with Matt Cohen and Britt Bristow knows what it is, and it's funny. It's really legitimately, honestly funny. And it's funny because of the 2 leads. It's quick, it's sharp. Britt is great. Matt is great. The Oy Vey apron is great. This is a movie that I think very fondly on as a movie that works way better than it has any right to work. I'm a big fan of this movie, and I'm thrilled that it's on this list. And I needed to talk about it because it was my number one, which now, Lord knows what's going to happen. But it's really a good movie.
Actually, if you consider all 5 of our lists collectively, it was number 1 on 4 lists
Wow.
and number
Wow.
2 on 1. So
There you go.
it's going to stay at number
That's
4.
me.
Yeah.
Jen, this is your final pick at number 3. We've got State of the List. We have My Sweet Austrian Holiday. At number 9, A Safari Romance. At 8, The Love Club. Nicole's Pen Pal at 7, Love, Romance, and Chocolate at 6, Engaged by Christmas, which is a Lifetime movie, at 5, Just Jake, which is an Up TV movie, and at 4, Holiday Date, just right out of the gate.
Right out
No
of the gate,
controversy
easy.
there. Really easy play.
Yeah.
And at number 3, Jen, what's it going to be? Your final pick of the match.
Royal Matchmaker.
Royal Matchmaker. All right. So you tried to play that at number 8. It got vetoed.
No, I didn't.
Oh, no, you didn't. Dustin played
Dustin
it.
played it
eight.
at number 9.
9,
Yeah.
and you vetoed it. It was smart because this is where
I
this movie
vetoed it.
belongs. This is a great one.
All right. So Dustin played this at number 9. You vetoed it. You've moved it up to 3. Tell us why you love this movie in the 3 spot.
Well, I loved it in the 4 spot, but Dustin didn't listen to me. So 3 it is. It needs to be on there. It's a great movie. It's I don't remember what I said earlier. It just needed to be somewhere in the top
In the top.
of this.
Okay. Great. All right.
We've
You've
already
already
talked
talked
about
about
the
this
movie,
movie,
right?
so we're
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Dan, you do have a veto. Do you want
I'm not
to-
using the veto. No. This is great. I'm
This is
a
good.
big fan. I'm glad that this movie is well represented in the top 4 where it belongs.
All
Worked
right.
out great for me.
Worked out great for Dan. Dustin, I don't know how this draft has worked out for you at this point, but this is your final pick at number 2. You've had 4 opportunities, more than anybody else. You burned your veto at number 10. Don't be blue, Buttercup. It's okay.
You got
This
this.
This is not
This is
This
your
is
year to
not-
shine.
this is not supposed to be this highly ranked. I want everybody to know that.
I can't
I
wait.
initially
I'm terrified
Can't
about this.
wait. I can't wait.
you know what? It's gonna be fun. That's
gonna
what we
be
can
awesome.
say about. That's what we could say about my number 2, which was originally not on the list, and then made the lowest on the list because I thought somebody's gonna bring it up. And we're gonna have to talk about it, so I might as well get the point for it. Ladies and gentlemen, Love on the Right Course.
Oh my God.
This is perfect. You should see the reactions of
I
your
didn't see it coming.
fellow
I didn't see it
players.
I had to let that breathe for a second because I want you to know I'm as red faced as I sound. I'm walking
You-
such a fine line right
You're
now.
drafting your wife's top 10 movies of all time.
No,
and-
I'm not.
And
this
number
point-
2 is a movie
at-
she's in for 5 seconds at the end of it.
Guys, I agree with you. I absolutely
Blink and you
agree
miss.
with you.
No, she's got a
What's-
bigger role. She's got a bigger role than what you see on screen. So come on, Dustin.
because my wife and I wrote this movie, or that is to
Absolutely.
say, we wrote the first draft of this movie. That's an important caveat. It's the last we're going to talk about it. I thought somebody else was going to bring this up, which is why I put it on the list for that reason. Because I figured if you're going to get roasted, get a point for it.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
I've always said, you guys know me, I've always said that. And so
You have a
because I
tattoo
played
that
my-
says that, actually, don't you?
well, no, I have a tattoo that says, close your eyes, make a wish, and swing as hard as you can.
That's right. Yeah, of course.
Which is,
It's good advice.
you know,
Same
is-
thing.
it's great golf advice, and also features in this movie.
And hockey.
Uh,
Good hockey advice, too. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah,
Baseball.
absolutely.
You've covered a lot, actually. Good.
Absolutely. Any of the hand-eye coordination sports, it's really important that you close your
Yeah.
eyes and
important, yeah.
and just hope for the best, generally. And
Swing.
on top of all that, swing physically as hard as you can. Your body's never more aligned than when you put everything into it. No, I hate myself for this. This is the first time that I feel that being an agent of chaos is not working in my favor whatsoever. But like I said, if you're going to get roasted, you might as well get a point for it. So let's go.
Come on, let's go. Love on the Right Course, 2024. You've got Ashley Newbrough in the lead. Why wasn't Brittany in the lead for this one? This is
Don't
my
do
question.
it. Don't ask that question.
How can I
That's the
not?
landmine. That's the landmine. You found it.
Yeah.
The actual answer, and I can say this, is because Brittany was in too many movies that year. So after our script got bought, which was originally scheduled to have her as the lead, she had already signed on to another one. So they didn't want that to conflict. That is why. It's actually pretty PG.
Okay. Fair enough. Marcus Rosner is Daniel, but he's not kissing Brittany. In this one, he's kissing Ashley Newbrough. Britt's got the supporting role. 30-year-old Whitney Williams, a professional golfer, suffers a series of setbacks that lead her to question her future in the sport. And after an extended losing streak, she returns home to Budapest, Hungary. There she meets a golf pro who helps her rediscover the joy of the game, and in the process, she finds love. You and Britt got the sole writing credit on IMDb.
Oh, boy.
I think this is a wonderful movie. I'm an avid golfer. I enjoyed none of the golfing that was shown, but that's okay.
There was no golfing in that movie.
No.
There was no golfing. There were actors pretending.
There were golfing clothes, some cute outfits. I did like those.
That's right.
So,
Which
yeah.
is frankly my favorite part of golf.
and the
Exhibit
greens.
one.
Yeah.
The greens and the fairways look good. So
There were golf clubs.
and
There were golf
some
clubs.
There were
There
golf clubs. There are clubs of golf and golf clubs. Marcus Rosner, harking back to some of our earlier conversations, left-handed golfer. Guess what we didn't have available on set?
Left-handed,
Left-handed golf clubs.
See? And he's not even a woman. I don't know why that's
Unbelievable.
relevant, but I wanted to say that.
Little known fact about Marcus Rosner,
Not a
he's
woman.
not also a woman.
Also not a
Shout
woman.
out Marcus.
You know, Love on the Right Course. Dan, you still have a veto. Are you going to use it on this?
Yeah, so Love on the Right Course is not the worst Britt Bristow movie. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Full stop. And I had it's so fun to get to do this with Dustin here because I love him so much. I had two possible strategies. One strategy was Love Club, Nicole Pen Pal, find a way to play it, find a way to talk about it. The other strategy was whatever it takes to get the 10th pick Love on the Right Course, dare someone to veto it, and then get to talk about, look, I know Britt's not in it much, but the golf swing, the tempo is perfect on that golf swing. It's a 10 of 10 tempo with driver, which you know she struggles with. So she could bottle that tempo on the golf course. So it's not going to win any. She shouldn't use it in her acting reel. She should use it in her golfing reel. Do you know what I mean? But I went with the Love Club one. This is a tough movie. And it's tough because literally both writers and both leads have either been on our show or been to Greenville to see us in person. It is four people that we adore in a movie that is a bore. Here's the thing, Dustin, you're getting the full roast, but not the point because I am 100% vetoing this movie.
Thank goodness.
I didn't think that was an option here. I just thought you'd fall on this grenade for sure. But can't say I didn't warn you.
I was watching this yesterday. Yeah, when I was
that was your first
homesick.
mistake.
Yeah, well, I was homesick with strep, so you know. And at one point, I'm like, I'm just gonna fast forward until I can find Brittany, because I'm
Too late.
3/4 of the way through this movie, and I
Missed
swear
it.
I've missed her somehow.
Yeah.
Nope. I fast forwarded till the end and found her.
Yeah, she is.
So Jen,
Crucial.
it sounds like you don't want to use your veto override here. Is that
I
correct?
do not want to use my veto override here.
Just
no.
want to double check. Just
It should not be on a list of her movies. It should not be number 2
No,
on
it
that
can't-
list.
It cannot represent
cannot be number
Bristow.
2.
It can't.
It can't.
I'm a little afraid of what else he's going to throw at us, because there's not much left.
No, listen, if you want to throw Love Blossoms back out there, do it. Or throw another one.
Dan, why would you say that?
I mean, there's some others I have on my list that haven't been said yet, and I got to play one of them. at
Dustin,
number
you
one,
want to
so.
get some points here, Dustin. Everybody's out of vetoes. Go wild.
I'm not lobbying here. You know, wait, is it actually my chance to pick?
You got vetoed.
Guys, I'm genuinely not ready for this.
Oh man, I can't believe the number of movies we've talked about this evening. I thought we were arguing over 12 movies. I honestly thought maybe 13. I thought maybe 13. We're arguing over 13 movies, and we were not.
Guys, we talked about 6 movies before we even got to number 8. So
Yeah.
I had Holiday Date as number 2. I just want to be clear. That would have been fine as your number 2.
Yeah, I know.
Royal Matchmaker 4, Holiday Date number 2, 4 points for Jen.
That would have really sunk me, and I'm about to win this bad boy. That would have sunk me.
Dustin, don't let him win. Come on, play a movie from your list. You can do
I don't
this.
think there's anything I can do. The Story of Love?
Yeah.
Sure.
Story of Love.
Let's talk
What do you
about that.
think? You gonna do anything? Yeah, sure. Let's talk about that.
Wait,
I don't have anything left to do.
I need to intervene here. Dustin,
Yes.
the goal is to get as many movies from your list onto the final list. Anything that's been vetoed is playable again.
No, I know. I'm throwing out the rule book here. I don't stand a chance at winning. I don't
throwing
stand a
out the
chance
rule
at
book.
winning this game. And I am scuttling my battleship, and I'm taking everybody else down with me.
We're no
I love
longer letting him do over. Nope, that blew us up the last time.
That's right.
So
Yeah, we can't do that.
Story of Love.
Story of Love.
Story of Love. Let's talk
Tell me about it, Dustin. Tell me about the movie.
I have thoughts about that movie. So
Same.
let's chat.
Same.
Okay, Dustin, go for it. This is an Up TV movie. Britt's the lead. Go for it. I'm going to partner Dustin and Bran in a
Oh
best
my God.
7, in a
Oh,
best 7,
God.
which is just 2 people facing off against each other.
Would listen.
I don't even know what that means, and I'm really excited for the opportunity. You know what? You're not my real mom and dad, and I don't have to explain myself to you, okay? The Story of Love is number 2 for me, and I don't care what you think about it. It's number 2.
Oh, Brittany is Ruby. Franco Lopresti is Woody. It's 2022. It's an Up TV movie. She's the lead. So Ruby, an aspiring romance novelist, joins a writer's retreat in Tahoe in order to win a lucrative book deal. But when Woody, the hotel owner, shows her the beauty of nature, Ruby wonders. I'm so sorry to say that again because
No, you're now.
I got all emotional on that
Yeah.
plot line.
Yeah.
Not doing it justice. All right.
Beauty of nature.
The beauty of nature. But when Woody, the hotel owner, shows her the beauty of nature, Ruby wonders if she's been writing the wrong kinds of stories. Dustin, why did you choose this for number 2?
I feel like you're trying to get something out of me, which is some sort of confession that I don't like this movie, and I love this movie.
Heck yeah.
Franco Lopresti is fantastic. He's the closest thing to looking like me from a lead man that she's had.
So similar.
I'm currently in a cottage, writing the great American novel. Sound familiar to you? Maybe. I took a little inspiration from this movie. I applied it to my life, and that's why it's number 2.
Hell yeah.
That's beautiful.
For sure.
Brought a tear to my eye.
I can't decide if you're I can't decide if the innuendos are purposeful or not right now, and we're gonna have to talk about that later. But anyway.
Speaking of innuendos, there is a scene in this movie, which, what a great play, Dustin, first of all. I recommend you check this movie out. Franco Lopresti, I actually do like. This movie is absurd on so many levels. There's some eccentric authors that are worth your time in this movie. There's a scene in this movie where Britt Bristow, who wants to write and not look at nature, you need to know that up front, is wearing white tennis shoes, and she goes out in nature, and Franco Lopresti, whose name is Woody in the movie, he then mansplains to her trees, first of all. That's what he's talking about trees. His name is Woody. And then he's like, you're going to get your white shoes upset. You need to hop on my back. And she's like, no, I'm good. And he goes, no, really, all aboard the Woody Express. It's a thing that happens in this movie. It's not. I texted Dustin this morning. This happens in an Up TV movie, and they didn't censor it. My man looked her dead in the eye and went, all aboard the Woody Express. He did it. Story of love, everybody. Shout out.
And I'm so glad you reached out to me to tell me that, because if it wasn't for that, I would not have what I have now, which is the joy of offering it to you as number 2. I also didn't tell you this, but another reason I'd like to enter into my reasoning, not because you told me to, just because I want to. My cat's name was Woody when I was a kid. And you know how they say that your porn star name is your first pet's name, the street you grew up on? I grew up on Wildwood. So my porn star name is Woody Wildwood. And so that's why I'm in a cabin in the woods.
Yeah. Woody Wildwood. Shout
Woody
out.
Wildwood.
All aboard the Woody Express in an Up TV movie, guys.
Yep.
All aboard the Woody Express.
I don't even know where to begin with this one. Dustin had a cat growing up, and that's his porn star name. This from the guy who started the show with I Don't Like Animals. So just...
Yeah.
Safari animals.
Yeah. He actually killed that cat. That's the thing you don't know.
That's what's behind him on the wall.
Its horns are on the wall. Its
Right.
horns are on the wall.
All above,
I just want to set the
all
record
aboard
straight.
the Woody Express. He put it on the
All
front of a
aboard
train.
That's what we call the cottage, the Woody Express.
Oh my God.
As you can see.
Now, all of the cottage, is this referencing Heated Rivalry?
I mean, I don't know anything about it.
The lead guy is in
it.
Heated Rivalry.
I just found out that today.
I didn't know
I
that.
have no idea who's in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Also, can we just talk about that kiss? Because I screen recorded it and sent it to Lisa earlier. Because I don't think it happens. It's not, there's no
lip touching.
There's no
contact.
touching. I rewound it 5 times and I was like, what is happening in this? I will send the video to the chat.
Put in the chat.
Please do.
Because I zoomed in. There may be some brief touching, but it is not a kiss, and I stand by that. It did make my list though, because I did enjoy the wild ride.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that that kiss was bonkers.
All aboard.
If it was during the time of COVID, which was it? I can't remember when it was.
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean,
The
there were
story
like
of
8 people in that movie.
2022.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
no.
it was filmed in 21. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know, but
probably.
I'm sending that sucker to the chat because I feel like everybody needs to see that thing.
Yeah.
I don't, Lisa, I don't know if I have the strength to get to number 1, quite frankly.
And since it's not going to be, I'm
not really sure. But before we do get to number 1, which Dan will have the opportunity to pick, just out of curiosity, Dustin, has Britt ever hopped on the Dustin Express? Have you ever given her a piggyback ride?
Wow.
A piggyback ride.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, sure. I got nothing else. I completely stopped in my tracks at the moment. I acquiesce. You got me. I hope this makes the edit.
Oh man, what a time to be alive!
How dare you invoke the name of my dead pet?
His porn
Conflated.
name at that.
It was
My
actually, I was
porn.
actually referencing your porn name, but that's okay.
Oh my God.
I've heard it both ways.
Anyway,
I've
Dan,
heard it
number
both
1.
ways.
Heard it both ways. This is tough because I get to choose between the only 2 movies that haven't been played that are on my list at number one. I think that should be enough points to win either way. I feel like I've had a really good night, and if I don't win this one, then that would be something. And maybe it's a shocker. Maybe I don't. So I get to choose between either Love and Whitbrook, a movie that is, in my opinion, the blueprint for these movies for those people that don't watch these movies. Like Britt is literally a big city businesswoman who comes home and gets roped into planning a party, working at a coffee shop, and babysitting. It's absurd. But I'm not going to choose that one because that would be a little too easy and it's a little bit lower on my list. I'm going to choose Wrapped Up in Love.
Daniel Thompson.
Daniel Thompson.
Jennifer Bliss. Listen, this isn't, look, we're all here putting band-aids on broken legs. Do you know what I mean? Like we're all like my top four, my top five, my top six have all been played. Guys, it's not like I'm sitting here trying to be like Wrapped Up in Love. First of all, is Britt in a Christmas lead. She doesn't have many of those. She just doesn't have many Christmas movie leads. So she's in a Christmas lead. I like Oliver Renaud just fine. I think he does a fine job. This also is a bit of a friends to lovers plotline. Should it be one? No. Should it be two or three or four or five? No. But all those movies are already played.
Should it be on this list? No.
It's number one. Wrapped Up in Christmas.
I hate you.
I love you, Jennifer Bliss. I am so thrilled that you vetoed and
I might be as mad about this as I was when you told me my degree was an easy degree.
Okay. Wait a minute. I can't believe we're doing this again. I'm never going to hear the end of it. You are amazing, and you're a wonderful human being and a pro teacher. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. You're right. I shouldn't have said anything. Yeah.
I had to.
All right, listeners, here's what you need to know. Dan has played Wrapped Up in Love, a 2021 movie that started out as being called Loving Christmas. Brittany's in it as Ashley. It's a lifetime lead role. What you need to know is this movie was impossible to find in English.
Yes.
Only if you have Hoopla digital platform free through your library.
Yeah.
Or it's available in Spanish on Amazon Prime and YouTube. That's how I watch this movie. I watched this movie in Spanish with English subtitles.
I rented this movie for $2.99.
Did you? Where did you? In English?
On Prime in English. Yes.
Then maybe it deserves to be on the list just for that. I'll give you that.
All right.
I paid money out of my own pocket.
Okay.
That wasn't company money. That was Daniel Thompson's credit card.
Oh my goodness. Wrapped Up in Love at number one. Dustin, what do you think about this movie for the number one pick?
This feels like the biggest payoff that I didn't know that I wanted. Because a little known fact about Wrapped Up in Love, which also confused me because I remember it as Loving Christmas. Her brother in that movie is played by a guy named Matt Wells, who is from my hometown and is a handful of years older than me and played in like my childhood. He was the lead singer in my childhood's favorite band, like as a teenager, called Bucket Truck. And so for me to once again be on the worshiping side of Bucket Truck, Matt Wells, Brittany Bristow, Wrapped in Love, lock it in number one.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. Jen, thoughts on Wrapped Up in Love at number one?
I was mad I watched this movie. I don't like the male lead. I don't know why he just rubs me the wrong way. I think that was part of it. It was pretty generic in terms of plots. There was the generic, I overheard you and I only overheard part of the conversation. It does not belong number one. It did not make my list. That's it.
That's it.
You guys played all the ones that were in my top five. I don't know what to tell you. Top six even. Was
you
this
guys
at seven? Yes,
job.
it was.
I was going to say, was this a full audible or it ranked?
No, it was at seven.
Wow. Matt Wells doing the heavy lifting.
Yeah, he is. Shout out Matt Wells. Wellsy.
You guys did an incredible
pretty fun.
job. An incredible job. Before we get to who actually won, Lisa and I are going to compare our personal top 10 lists and figure out if either of us got any points or not. So, Lisa, why don't you go ahead and just quickly read your personal top 10 list, 10 to 1.
10-1. Okay. So one that surprisingly did not get played at all at number 10 is Christmas Next Door. And I don't care what anybody says, I like that movie and I watch it multiple times a year. Number 9 was Christmas at the Palace. 8, Tale of Love. 7, Royal Matchmaker. 6 was Love Blossoms. 5, Love, Romance, and Chocolate. 4 was My Sweet Austrian Holiday. 3 was Just Jake. 2, Engaged by Christmas. And 1 was Holiday Date.
That's a great list. I think you got 6 points if I did that correctly.
Okay.
Here's my top 10 list. As I said, my list is exactly as someone here playing. See if you can
I hope it's my list so
See if
bad.
you can identify. At number 10, we have Love on the Right Course. At 9, Royal Matchmaker. At 8, A Safari Romance. At 7, Engaged by Christmas. At 6, A Tale of Love. At 5, My Sweet Austrian Holiday. At 4, Love Blossoms. At 3, Just Jake. At 2, Love, Romance, and Chocolate. And at 1, Holiday Date. I am twinning with
That's
Dustin
crazy.
Keating.
That's crazy.
I cannot believe I had the
That's
same
too
list as the
funny.
host of the show, and I blew it up that bad.
Man, no wonder Lynn was having a conniption fit when she's like, "Are you sure you want to
Are
play
you
this?"
sure you want to play this?
I
So,
know what your list is because I have the same thing.
I have 7 points. But Lisa, let's just call it a draw because you hung in there for this entire chaotic roller coaster. This is
It
so
was
much fun.
close.
All right, let's hear everybody's personal top 10 list. I did just try to keep score. You can correct me if I am wrong, but Jen, why don't you go ahead and do your top 10 from 10 to 1, and if there's by any chance a movie we haven't already talked about, feel free to mention it.
No, because the only two that didn't end up making the list are the 2 I threw at number 10 already.
Yeah.
So I had number 10 was Christmas at the Palace, number 9, Tale of Love, number 8, My Sweet Austrian, not Australian Holiday. 7 was Love, Romance, and Chocolate. 6, Story of Love. 5, I had Safari Romance. 4, Royal Matchmaker. 3, Just Jake. 2, I had Holiday Date, and I had Engaged by Christmas as number 1.
Okay, I came up with 8 points for you. That's what I came up with. Is that right?
I think I got 9, but I don't know.
I counted 9 for her.
She can see.
Because
She's
I
the
had
math
one.
teacher. Oh, that's right. You had one that was
I
2
had one in
points.
the right place.
Okay. Dan, why don't you read your list 10 to 1?
I had at number 10 the one movie that I did not get played that was not on the final list, Love and Whitbrook, which 11 was my Sweet Austrian Holiday. If I'd switched those two, I'd have had 10 of 10. 9, Story of Love, All Aboard the Woody Express. 8, Love Club Nicole's Pen Pal. 7, Wrapped Up in Love. 6, Love, Romance, and Chocolate. 5, Just Jake. 4, Safari Romance. 3, A Royal Matchmaker. So I got double points. Thank you very much, Jen. 2, Engaged by Christmas. And number 1, Holiday Dates.
Holiday Date. Everybody, like I said, had it at number 1. Jen had it at number 2. I think you got 11 points. Did I do that math correctly?
12.
12.
I got
Always down by 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12.
Okay, great. Dustin, can you read your top 10 list from 10 to 1?
You know I can, and you know it will sound familiar.
Yes.
Number 10, Love on the Right Course. Or is it number 2? Number 9, Royal Matchmaker. Number 8, A Safari Romance. Number 7, Engaged by Christmas. Number 6, A Tale of Love. Number 5, My Sweet Austrian Holiday. Number 4, Love Blossoms. Number 3, Just Jake. Number 2, Love, Romance, and Chocolate. Number 1, Holiday Date. I am so sorry about that noise.
That is amazing. You guys, you know what? I think it's only fair that since we've debated this, we've
Oh, boy.
drafted this, we've gone around in circles, we've caused all kinds of chaos. It's only fair that we bring out the person at the center of all this.
Oh my
It's
God.
the rom-com filmography. Britt Bristow, welcome to the jungle here.
Hello.
Hi.
I have no idea what's going on, but I'm really excited to hear it, guys.
Oh no.
Dan hates them all. He has no favorite. They all suck. He wants
He
my
hates-
face to be done on TV.
He hates the wrong ones.
I speak really
That's true.
kindly about you, Britt, and I also say some really, 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 really mean things about some movies that you were in, about movies you were
fine.
in.
You know what, Dan? The reason I love you is because I know if you say, hey, that wasn't absolute shit, then I'm like, I won.
There you go.
And, you know, when you say it's bad, at least I know that you're honest about your feelings.
Oh my
Hey,
gosh.
your husband didn't watch one of these movies.
Yeah.
Oh, he's absolutely not watched more than one of these movies.
He
Oh,
literally just
guys.
out of the gate, he was like, "Guys, I got to be honest, I haven't seen this movie."
Babe, don't mess this up for me. I got a good thing going. You're gonna be real
Sorry.
proud of your boy. You're
Uh,
gonna be
I
real
can't
proud.
I can't
I-
wait to hear everything.
I
Okay.
almost got
Oh,
Love on the
good
Right Course to
gosh.
number 2. I almost got it there.
you should know, Britt, that the alarming thing is something happened here that's never happened in 5 seasons of HMD, and that is that my personal top 10 list absolutely matched identically titles and ranking with one of the players.
They
And
never
guess whose
thought.
list it was?
Was it Dustin's?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
Totally
Literally
amazing.
identical.
Literally.
Babe, if I could shake your hand right now, I would do it. But we've been apart for so long that I don't even know.
You can
What
use
it
the
would
Zoom
feel
hand.
like.
We learned about this.
Yeah, we learned the Zoom hand. All right, here
There
it,
is a Zoom hand.
here
I
it goes,
can't-
Britt. Yeah.
I can't believe you're going to hear this list and not hear
know.
the story of how we got here. Because when you hear what number one is, just know there was a whole thing that happened that made that movie one. It's not the best one, but it's what
Yeah.
we got.
You know what?
Okay.
He's
And
saying
it's
that,
Dan's fault.
and it's Dan's
And
pick.
I'm the one that played it.
And he's the
I
one
played
that
it.
said it.
We'll blame Dan for everything.
Yeah,
That's
of
the
course.
Of
Yeah.
course. Yeah.
I won the game, Britt. I won. I want to be very clear. And I won going away. This was the best I've ever done. But
We didn't hear how many points I have.
they played I know-
7, like me.
You have the
Lynn,
same as Lynn,
yeah, Lynn said how many she had, you doofus, and you have the same list that she does.
which means
Okay,
you came in last, just
Yes.
so we're clear,
Yeah,
because I beat you.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh
But
boy.
I got the number one pick, but my number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 were all already played. So I couldn't play.
Don't make
I got to-
excuses.
I got to brag on
no,
those
no, no, no,
movies,
no.
but
Don't make excuses.
I didn't know we
Do
were
not
bringing her
make
on. I didn't know I'd
excuses.
have to defend my number one pick.
Exactly. No, I wanted to surprise
Dan,
you
you
all.
always have to defend yourself when I am
Correct.
involved.
Yeah, fair,
Okay?
fair.
Yeah.
I will
We
find
talked about
a way.
this. We are not ambushing Dan. We are
That's right.
not.
That's right.
We are not.
No,
We didn't
it
talk
comes
about
We
that.
worked on this in therapy.
We
He
did
put
I didn't
Love
agree to
Club
that.
on the
Place
list.
of
So
I think if anyone deserves to be ambushed, when you hear the
me.
uncut version, Brittany, it's your husband, quite frankly.
Oh,
Just so you
yeah.
know.
That's
He
fair.
really doesn't.
This is
Honestly,
heresy.
I love you. I
Oh.
don't doubt.
Keep that in mind. Here's the top 10 list, guys.
Okay.
This is the singular definitive list of the top 10
God.
Brittany Bristow rom-com movies as drafted by Jen Bliss, Daniel Thompson, and Brittany Bristow's trophy husband, Dustin Keating. Here we go. At 10, My Sweet Austrian Holiday. At 9, A Safari Romance. At 8, The Love Club, Nicole's pen pal. At 7, Love, Romance, and Chocolate. At 6, Engaged by Christmas, That's a Lifetime movie. At 5, Just Jake, Up TV. At 4, Holiday Date. I'm sure it's Holiday Date.
It
Britt, there is a whole story behind that. 20 minutes. We will never get our lives back.
We all ranked it number 1, but it became number 4 on this list.
Never get our lives back. At
Mhm.
3, Royal Matchmaker. At 2, The Story of Love. And at number 1, Wrapped Up in Love. Exactly.
I mean, I'm not mad about number 1.
Right. Perfect.
Wrapped Up in Love, you know, that movie was fun.
No, you don't have to do this.
No, this is great, Britt. Please.
No, you don't have to do this. We don't feel it.
Britt, all of us, all 6 of us, 5 of us ranked Holiday Date as the number 1 Britt Bristow movie.
Yeah.
And one of us ranked it as number 2. So
That
that
was
was
me.
the consensus number 1.
And somebody played it at number 4.
Somebody played it. Somebody had
And
it ranked
now
1.
now it's not even on the podium.
No, it's on 4. Yeah, it's on. Yeah, it
It's
was
up.
played. It was
It's first
played.
loser to the podium.
It was played at number 4 by the guy who had it at 1, who
Your
also is
husband.
married to you.
Yeah. And I tried, Britt. We tried to help him. We gave him a redo. We gave him a do-over.
Oh,
He
you gotta
played
listen.
another
It's-
movie. It's going to have to.
No, you can't
that-
put that on me. We did
Yeah.
it.
We
And I got
redid it.
taken
We
away from
redid
me.
it. We
Yeah, but
redid
you
it.
initially you played Holiday Date, and I vetoed it. Or no, we
No.
said you can play again. We're like,
Play again.
what are you doing? Play the movie that
Play your number 4. Get a
play your
point.
number 4 movie.
Yeah.
If you
I
have
learned
this
a big
higher.
lesson.
And then he played a different movie, and I vetoed that movie because I hated it.
Yeah.
And then he went back to Holiday Date
Interesting.
again.
Now I need to know what movie that was.
It's the perfume one, Love
Love
Blossom.
The perfume
Blossoms.
one.
Oh,
Which we
Yeah.
all love,
Listen, guys,
except for Dan.
My father says experience is having made the mistake, and now I know what that means.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I do have a lot of kind words about Love on the Right Course, so don't worry. I'll let you listen to that when I'm not here. But
No, it was really good.
I do have to say, and God help me if everybody hears this, but I am quite shocked that the Love Club made it to the
So
top.
are we.
Oh,
No
we were all
way.
shocked.
And guess who played that one? Dan.
Are
Damn.
you kidding?
I know.
here's what I
We
said. Here's
had
what I
a
said.
conversation
Oh, I
about
know.
the time Marcus yelled at me,
Mhm.
I'm still your pen pal.
Yeah, yeah. It's a bad movie. It's a bad movie, and I said it was a bad movie. But I played
I mean,
it.
I was like, listen, none of my movies are bad. They're all fantastic. I
Well,
love
yeah.
them all.
Dude,
I love them
don't
all
li-
differently, but
yes,
equally.
of course, they're all your children.
Mm.
Yes. What
Your
I said
husband literally
was-
called you a stalker in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Good.
called her a
No, he's not wrong.
psychopath
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
because she's a psychopath in that movie.
That's right.
What I said, Britt,
Okay.
was I said the movie is not good, but the swing, like
But
it is
Brittany's
a
amazing in
it is a big swing. It's a big swing to have an anthology movie series where like you guys had no business trying to make these 4 movies, and it's a very big swing to do this. And you and Marcus, if I'm going to air, like I wanted to put as many movies with you as a lead in it as possible, so I only had 2 that made it that you were not a lead. And so if I get a you and Marcus movie, then I'll take it. Now, was it a good movie? No, but I think you 2 have very easy chemistry that is very watchable, even though the movie is not good. And also I knew at that point in the round, if I play it where I put it on my list, I get double points, and they were both out of vetoes. So for me, it was very strategic to make sure to win to do that. But I knew that it would
Man.
ruffle some feathers.
Yeah, Dan likes to win.
Stuff
He
to
wants
play
another
like
trophy.
Monopoly and figures out how to get all of the properties so that no one
I
in his
love
family
Monopoly.
knows how to find
What'd
out.
you do?
Dan's
You're a
really
monster.
competitive. So
He
Britt,
took
you
the
heard the
page.
list.
I
You
like
heard the
it.
list. Would there be any movies that you would want to swap in or trade off of that list that were your favorites?
I don't know.
Like they're all a blur.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've already forgotten the list if I'm being honest. No.
No,
Yeah.
you like it? Hmm.
I mean, I'm happy Missing Christmas made it onto the list in
Missing
my own
Christmas.
way. Missing Christmas? Wrapped Up in Love.
Wrapped up.
Wrapped up
love.
in love. Yes. Yeah.
I'm so
Yes.
sorry. That is
Yeah, number
that-
1, by
it
the way.
had a million different titles.
Yeah, Loving Christmas was the original
Yes.
title. Yeah.
Missing Love.
Yeah, and Missing Christmas was not one of them.
Finding, whatever it is.
Some of
Finding
us could
Loving,
only
Missing,
watch it.
Loving.
Yeah, some of us
Hoping.
could only watch it in Spanish with subtitles.
What a
Oh,
time to be
well,
alive.
honestly, I think if those of you who watched it in Spanish with subtitles voted it number 1, then I get it.
None of
Oh,
us voted at number 1.
Way more entertaining.
I paid
Um,
$2.99 for that movie on Amazon Prime to watch it in English.
Yeah, we owed Dan.
So
That
yeah,
is-
I will send you.
Wait,
a
was
bill.
it $2.99 American?
American?
Yeah, we can't afford that.
We owe
Yeah,
him
you
our
guys-
down payment for a house.
Yeah,
Dustin.
yeah.
I don't know
Oh
how
my
we're ever going to
gosh.
repay
It
him.
wasn't company money either. That's my personal credit card. So I just,
Oh
you need
my
to know.
God.
Yeah.
No.
Well, thank you. No, I mean, honestly, I don't know what to say. It feels insane to me that I have 10 movies, more than 10 movies that people are rating and judging and putting in an order.
Your
They're all
filmography
last
is
place and first place
huge.
in my heart, you know?
Yeah. Your
So
filmography is really huge on IMDb. So
Your husband tried to play Love on the Right Course. I don't, I
he
like,
did.
At number
listen,
yeah.
at number 2.
I mhm.
Don't do it. Great job. Great job.
I said, Britt, that it doesn't belong in your acting reel, but it should belong in your golfing reel. The tempo with which you swing driver in that movie is fantastic. It's a great swing.
Don't.
Thank you.
Slot
Thank you.
City.
And I tried to lead
I
him into
appreciate it.
over the edge by asking him, well, why didn't Britt take the lead in this movie? Yeah,
And
I
You did a
went
great
there.
job.
I
You
went
did a
there.
great job. Dustin did a
told
great
them-
job.
you
Hey.
were too famous that year, so you
Oh
had
my
to
gosh.
be called.
Yeah, had to be
Yeah,
called. Listen, at
absolutely.
the end of the day, I'm so grateful that movie got made. I'm so grateful I got to play golf. I got some free golf clubs out of it. And we discovered that the fans of the Hallmark world don't just live in the women around the country. They also exist in the men who work at the pro shops in Canada. So we made a buddy because of that movie and my free golf clubs that he thought were fake. And now we get to play golf for free at a golf club in Canada, and that's
Wow.
cool. So I'm
Worth
so
it.
Can't beat
he's
This-
shaking
that.
his head. I'm watching him shake his head.
That
Hey, Jimmy,
was that.
wherever you are, if you're listening, we
Can't
love
beat
you.
That was a wild pivot. Yeah, let's get something out of this. Jimmy Coyle, we love you.
We
There
love
you go.
you so much. We will bring you more peanut butter whiskey the next chance we get.
Close your eyes, swing as hard as you can, Jimmy Coyle. That's the
You
key.
just got to make some wishes.
That's right.
You forgot the most important part. Make
That's
a
right.
wish.
Make a
Close your eyes,
wish.
make a
You
wish.
gotta make a
Swing
wish,
it
Dan.
out.
If you don't make a
My
wish,
bad. It's on
why'd
me.
you close your eyes?
It's on me. It's stupid.
No.
It's so
Yeah.
stupid. Why would you do that?
The most
Don't be
important
ridiculous.
the most important part is always stock women's left-handed clubs, okay?
Yes.
For
That's
those
right.
of us
That is
that
the
play
lesson we've learned.
left-handed.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
100%.
All right.
No, I'm so honored that you guys did this.
This is
I'm
really
really
great.
excited to listen to it and also like a little bit terrified.
You should
Fair.
be. So, let us know if Dustin is sleeping on the couch tonight. How's it
Well,
all going to
technically,
go?
he's in Nova Scotia and I'm in Toronto, so it doesn't really
No.
matter.
You lucked out.
tonight.
You lucked out.
But I'll be there Saturday, so we'll figure it out
Very
then.
good. Do you have any new projects coming up that you can share with us? Anything you
I
can
do
divulge?
actually. I have 2 finished films that are awaiting homes right now. Both of them are Christmas movies. I just finished shooting one a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. And I have a couple more projects that I'm trying to get off the ground right now. So
We will keep our fingers crossed. It's good to know that we're going to
Thank
see you at Christmas time. This was awesome.
hopefully, yeah, we'll see.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Dustin, you were a trooper. You really were. I said at the top of the show, this was either, you were either brave and bold or incredibly stupid to do this. So I
Both.
think it's going to work.
The answer was both, and not for the reasons
Both.
that you thought.
Not
I've
for the
learned
reasons that-
why.
But what a champion you were to come in here just completely blind and just be a just full agent of chaos. It was fantastic.
Yes,
That
I'm
is just
so glad you came up with this idea. And as you all know, the reason I agreed to this was because you're all going to come back and draft the Marcus Rosner top 10 list of
Love it.
Wait,
Hallmark
can I be a
movies.
part of this?
Absolutely.
my
Ooh,
God.
We
I
need
love
you.
that.
Noted.
So yeah,
Love
we're going to
it.
put that on the schedule for 2027, probably this same month, and
Yeah.
we'll work on that eligibility list. And yeah, Britt, you're definitely in. You guys, this was so awesome. It is now 10:30 here. I'm going to say with much love, this was the best draft ever. Listeners, if you survived this one, you can survive anything because I'm telling you, Britt, it went off the rails at 10, it went off the rails at 9. It's
Yeah.
a good 30 to 40 minutes before we got to 8. I can't tell you, we've discussed almost every single eligible movie on this list.
Oh boy, I'm scared.
Just trying to
I'm
get there.
scared
Don't be
to listen
scared.
back.
So much love, so much love. let's all say bye. Oh, wait, before we go, listeners, second show coming up, we are going to draft the top 10 list of the Tracy Ann Dreen written Hallmark movies. She's written like 30 to 40 Hallmark movies. They're all bangers. She's going to join the show as well. That'll drop later in April. Let's all say bye, everybody.
Bye.
We love you, Britt. We love you, Britt. Hang on a second. Hallmark Movie Drafts is a monthly production. Like the show? Leave us a review. Spread the word. Help Hallmark movie fans find us. Follow the show at Hallmark Movie Drafts on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stephanie Pichelle creates the movie synopses using descriptions from IMDb or Hallmark.com as a base. Kate Baca, she creates and vets the list of eligible movies and manages our Letterboxd account called Hallmark Drafts, where you'll find the movies for each show, as well as the final top 10 lists and the panelists who drafted them, so you know who to blame. Erin Rempe and Jackie Finestone help with special projects. Erin Bass-Cermak, she creates the trivia round questions, and along with Stephanie, Kate, Erin, and Jackie, provides additional creative, research, and hosting support. Me? I'm Lynn Austin. I'm the showrunner, producer, and host. I staff the panels, manage the show topics, the production schedule, and the HMD socials, and edit and publish the podcast. Special thanks to the Deck the Hallmark podcast double-deckers who share their passionate opinions on these Hallmark movies that we love, or maybe not love, so much. See you next month.